You could send the maintenance schedule out to your customers and let them know what the fucking schedule is. That would be super great. But they don't do that. Okay. We're almost there, chat. I promise. There we go. Now I can't turn my camera on till I turn StreamYard off. If I turn StreamYard off, Mr. Bill's stream is going to end. So. I think we got it, Mr. Bill. Try to do the raid if you can. Oh, goodness. And yeah, we'll do this over here. Just write a title as Mr. Bill Screwed Up, says Achilles. I'm not gonna do that to him. I'm not gonna do that to Shit, sorry. All right, Mr. Bill, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the StreamYard, and we're gonna head into Abe Dinkus's chat and chill out with them for a little bit. Y'all come over and say hello. I'm sorry, I'm retarded, naughty germ. You're right. But y'all come on in and hang out for a little bit. We'll hang out with Abe Dinkus and have a good old time. So, many cheers to that. Sorry, it didn't exactly work out, Mr. Bill. That sucks. You should petition your ISP for a refund. Anyway, y'all like and subscribe to Mr. Bill. Go over, like and subscribe to me, and definitely like and subscribe to Abe Dinkus. So, cheers. Oh shit, Mr. Bill. I thought you were already there. Well, now I can't get back in there, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that's all working.
Oopsies.
Hey! What's up? How y'all doing?
Oh, not too bad. How are you?
Yo, D.
Well,
Ginger wave.
Yeah, ginger wave. What I was I gonna say is, Mr. Bill screwed up. Okay, so Mr. Bill got raided from Raw of Nowhere, and then it got messed up because his fucking internet died right in the middle of it, and then I was in his StreamYard, and then it's like he bounced out of the StreamYard like I was holding the stream up. I'm like, this is Mr. Bill's stream. What am I gonna do?
Right. And how'd it go?
Well, I think he's rated. I don't know.
Well, that's good. I mean, if it worked, that's good.
Hopefully, we might have worked it out. We might not have worked it out. I'm not sure.
Hopefully. I know I just came over and started one because people were over on Tomatoes and they're like, where are we going after this? Because I'm done. I'm like, yeah, let's just open something and chit chat because people need to like unwind. And
I didn't want to go to Ryan. I left the EOD. I left this in Ryan's chat. I put the code emoji with an 8 equal sign, capital D, capital C, equal sign 8 with a fox emoji.
Like a dick in the fox?
Yeah.
No, it's two.
No.
Two PPs sword fighting.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the tips, you know.
Just the tips. Oh my goodness. Y'all are terrible.
Tip touching.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he did say he's teaming up with Mel in a debate, so I'm like, boom.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh yeah, they team up all the time. They're touching tips all the time. You know, that's what I was saying about that.
I used
I
to
put
try
that comment. That's why I put that comment in Sarah's chat and super chatted that. That's why I put. He loves the tip touch.
Yep.
Mel right there.
I used to try to give Mel the benefit of the doubt until they just attacked me for no reason.
I know you were. I saw that post too. You were trying to be nice.
Hold on.
Then,
when did Mel attack you? Am I just not remembering it?
It wasn't on video.
No, it was not in a live chat. It was in Discord.
Oh.
And honestly, Kat was just trying to make peace, I think. And
well, I literally I made a donation to Grid's debate show, but it was the night that I had put my dog down, and I just really didn't feel like being there and doing stuff.
Oh, that's
awful.
So I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. So I was just like, hey, here's my donation. You can just let Anson make my decisions because he's like involved in the show. And then I guess Mel did not like that Anson was going to be able to make decisions and freaked out on me for no reason.
Wow. Yeah. That's so silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that, last week?
Yeah, and Anson was just trying to give Mel a debate with Vibe, which was something they wanted anyway. So it was like, okay, why are you freaking out?
Well, you got to support the people putting on the festivals, you know, and so it only makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, so I was just like, here's some money and enjoy the show. And I wasn't even watching when it went down. And then I get tagged on Discord like, you suck, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool.
That's just silly.
People just looking for a reason to hate.
While I'm in bed crying over my dog, you know, no big deal.
Yeah.
And that sucks. I hate it when that happens. When I had to put my dog down last year, I'm still not totally over it.
No, I don't think it's just like losing a family member. The connections you build over time is still bonding, and so
for sure
those connections run pretty deep.
Mm-hmm.
I got a pit lab.
Oh.
And she's red.
So it's a redheaded pit.
Even your dog's ginger?
Yeah.
It's got a redheaded bitch.
That's pretty funny.
Right, she is.
Is she crazy?
No.
Most redheaded bitches are, you know.
Oh, man. You guys.
I was a fake one of mine.
Oh, man. Was it an excuse to act crazy? Kat?
Whenever Kat wants to be crazy, she just dyes her hair red and becomes a fake ginger.
Hey, it's coming. My next hair appointment's July 2nd. We'll see.
Oh, y'all look out now. Crazy Cat is on the way.
Oh, good times. We'll have even more fun. Crazy talks.
And I was wrong. I forgot. My vacation isn't next week. It's in July, the third week of July. Damn it. I got the months mixed up.
Oh, no.
That's no good.
Oh, well, after August, I get another vacation week, so I'll be up to 5.
Awesome.
That's good.
I'm trying to talk my mom into going on a trip next week. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
She's gonna plan the hunting area where she's gonna hunt me and Bob.
Right.
I essentially get like 32 weeks of vacation if you consider all my time off.
That's amazing.
They don't like they make us pick our vacations during I want to say right after Christmas. They make us pick our vacations for the whole year.
Yeah, I'm supposed to, but I don't.
And then then I take that one that's like an option week and I split it up into like 5 single vacation days with my 2 sick days. Then I have it. If I don't feel well, I'll just use one of those.
Well, that works.
Well, I'm a workaholic, so
Well, obviously.
I don't really use them, and then I get paid out for them.
I don't think I've ever not seen you working. I mean, like you're like lifting or you're getting ready for bed and then you're working, and I've never not seen you.
Saturday, Sunday, until Christmas time, and then everything ramps up.
One day he was having a bonfire on a panel.
Oh, that's true. I remember that. That was nice. Got to watch his fire. I should make my own. It's so bad. Like I'm sitting out here with 10.5 acres and a huge rock fire ring and everything, and I'm like watching him in his little fire. I'm like, oh, I would love to have a bonfire. Oh wait, I couldn't I?
Well, it is that time of year, man. It's a good time for it.
Dude, it dried out fast here this year.
Did
the
it?
best time to barbecue is in the wintertime.
I mean, we're having storms now, but
the best time to barbecue is all the time.
I was gonna say, when is it not a good time to barbecue, right?
Put some ribs on. Put some ribs in the pit.
It's always a good
yeah.
time, but the best is like in the winter times because you're like right there next to the heat. You're cold anyway, so you just
and a big old pork butt.
Yes.
Well,
dude. You're making me want to barbecue so bad right now.
I used to competition barbecue. So
of course you do.
No shit.
Is there anything you have at competition?
Hold on. What hasn't fucking Oxycat done? What hasn't? That's what I want to know.
At this point, I think she's already been to Mars.
Well, hell,
I think she's trolling us.
I'd be happy. I'd be happy without a competition. We just need a barbecue, a big ass fire pit, and like a small stage with some good old boys up there picking away. That'd be good times.
I have a smoker on a trailer that I used to like take to competitions and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm down. Let's do the barbecue. Let's just do it already.
We'll have our own county fair, you guys.
Yes. The YouTube county fair.
Well, Oxycat, when are we
with
Doom, Bree, and Abe and his wife gonna get kicked out of Applebee's? When are we gonna plan that?
That's a good time right there.
If you ain't first, you're last, K2.
Oh.
Exactly. Well, hold on. If you don't shoot Big Red, then fuck you.
Well, hold on.
Well, I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey.
Hey, Abe, Jeremy Ryan wants to come up and tell a joke.
I'm letting him in.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on. My phone just all of a sudden popped a video up, like, out of the blue.
That was awesome with the fucking ad spiels. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you. I was cracking up, man. That was perfect. Because you know if NASCAR drivers could say some shit like that, they totally fucking would.
Well, hello, Jeremy.
Brandon.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
So, I'm getting ready to go to bed, so I want to tell a joke before I forget it.
All right.
Oh.
All right. So, a bunch of kids are in class, right? Teacher's giving a lesson on math, and teacher's like, there's 5 birds on a on a telephone wire, electric wire, right? One of them gets shot off. How many are left on the pole? Student answers and says, none, because the one got shot and the other 4 flew away. The teacher's like, no, there's 4 left, but I like the way you think. So now, Kat, I have a question for you. 3 women are eating ice cream. One of them is sucking it. One of them is licking it. One of them is biting it. Which of them are married?
Oh my goodness.
Not for 1 second.
Wrong. The one with the wedding ring. But I like the way you think.
Oh damn!
Oh.
Hold on. Hold on. I didn't hear Oxcatch. I was in a bad zone. What did she say? I heard it in the
Not the one sucking it.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely right. From what I hear from my friends.
Oh shit, fire.
That's freaking funny.
Y'all ain't even right. Y'all ain't even right.
That
Well
was
played.
good, Jeremy.
I'm not.
Well played, Jeremy. Well played.
That's it. I wouldn't remember the joke beyond that. I've been like holding it and trying to remember it and whatnot.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot.
All right.
Jeremy's
Well,
over there. Have a good. Thank you for coming up. That was awesome.
have a good night, guys.
You
You
too, bro.
too.
It's just biding his time to ask that. That's hilarious.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad people realize my love for stupid jokes.
I do.
I'm learning.
I really want to tell you the Jewish car one. I really do.
You have to do it not on here.
Yeah, maybe one day we'll all have a Discord call.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can do that.
Yeah. Get
I
big
gotta-
enough that
Go ahead.
we do the live into it, and then we can chat behind too.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play my game there so that I don't have to actually stream to YouTube.
Oh, that's not a bad idea either. I still want to play a game of like Among Us with you guys. That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I don't have Among Us, but I could try. It may not.
Freebie.
It may not run on my system. My machine's like a Windows 7 machine, so there's only so many
You can
games
play
I
it
can play.
on mobile. You can play it on mobile.
I can. Okay. Well, that could
Yeah.
work.
So yeah.
So I
This
have.
is-
What?
Go
Go ahead. Well,
No, you go.
I was gonna say I've been told that chatbots are annoying and they look unprofessional. What do you guys think about that?
I think they're helpful.
I don't have an opinion.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Yeah, but you participate in chats and you see some channels have chatbots, right? Does that piss you off when you see them?
No.
No, I don't mind.
I mean, that's why
I think it's
I don't
helpful.
even really notice them.
I think
Yeah.
I
if
think
you
it's
have
like if they
helpful for sharing links
people-
and stuff.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
I think if you have your timer set incorrectly, what happens is it overruns your chat. And if you
Yeah.
set your timers far enough out, it's not quite as bad. And then you just need your mods to be the in-betweeners.
Exactly. I agree with that. I think my bot's
think-
probably a little bit too frequent. I could probably bring that back.
Mine is as well.
You need actual like effective mods, like not me.
Or me,
I don't
because
know
I'm
why
like never
people
here.
make me mods.
Because it's funny.
I'm always working.
Yeah, but they know that you're probably going to screw with people and it'll keep it lively in the chat.
Hmm.
Literally
I
like
don't
timing
screw with
people out
anybody.
and then like
Oh, you're
not
talking to Oxy.
and then like not realizing that it's gonna delete all their messages.
You've done that
good.
before too. You knew Oxy.
Well, okay, you were my second time, but I forgot that it did it until I saw it. I was like, oh shoot.
It's okay. You can practice it here because, you know, at least my channel's a little bit safe for that. If you do it on somebody bigger, you're going to screw up the chat.
I was like, this is your fault for giving me a wrench. I didn't ask for it.
Well,
I pretty
Dude, I was begging Bricky not to give me one. He's like, reverse psychology. And I'm like,
Hmm.
damn it.
The only place I've demanded one is Doom's channel.
Well, that's different. I just gave them to the ones who were already close to me when I was first starting, like,
Yeah.
and then it got out of control. Like, I got to cut back probably, but
I was gonna say I came in here and chatted like 2 or 3 times. You're like, "My boom!" I'm like,
well, you're
I didn't
also
want
a
that.
creator. You're
That's
also
true.
a creator, and we kind of work together off and on. So, like, I figured that was cool, and I try to do that across, like, if I'm doing content with people.
Yeah, that's
But
that's a
I'm
good
just
idea.
Well,
here
mod.
for the road rage.
And you
I'm
mod.
just here for the.
Go ahead, K2.
I said I'm just here for the road rage that provides people entertainment.
There you go. Well, I was
That's
just going
all
to
I'm
say,
good for.
EOD, you know, you're a good mod because you mod like a larger channel, so your input is good for that.
Yeah, I'm on Rob's. That's the one large. Look, Rob wasn't big when we were starting this thing, man. And there. Did I glitch out a little bit? I think I did.
Little bit, yeah.
All right, sorry. I was gonna say Rob wasn't big when I started on his channel. He was pulling something like 30 to 50 people a night. And then that grew gradually over the past year or so to about 100 to 200 people max. And now that he's working with Crucible, it's like it's getting crazy in there.
yeah,
So
it's funny because when I was just a chatter, just a person who was maybe someday after the military, after everything, after working in management and all kinds of stuff, when I finally settled some, I was in the chats with everybody. I remember the rise of like a lot of people. Like I had the tag Shiftwind for a long time, and then I was Taxiarch, and jumping from chats to chats. So I watched a lot of these guys grow and have supported from the backside. I wasn't anything special, just a chatter, but just watching all of them grow like this, it's awesome to see, like Rob, for instance, because I remember nights where it was like not that many people in the chat, just hanging out, chit chatting, having a good time. But Rob has always been like steadfast and good at what he does, always.
Absolutely.
Like since day one. And so it's beautiful to see people like him finally like make this drive into bigger success, because he deserves it, man. That guy pushes so hard. It's amazing to me.
He was trying to give me credit for streaming with him the other night. I'm like, Rob, please, man. I tried to help, but you do just fine on your own, bro.
Yeah.
And he's got practice in radio and shit, and we've been doing this shit on Twitch for years too. So like my old circle used to be all over Twitch, and all the few select conservatives that could survive Twitch's fucking terms of service and the ridiculous moderators. But slowly over time, they get picked off one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other, and finally there isn't anybody left. It's like Rob and Lecture Fan are the only two that are left from the original crew. Man.
Yeah.
Achilles got me on here. He says EOD and me have been with Rob since almost the beginning. That's true.
Yeah.
So we've been around a while.
Well, and like even Speakeasy, I used to hang out with Speakeasy and his channel late at night. There'd be 3 viewers, me and him and like Mantis and somebody else, and just shooting the shit at night. And then like I walked away from YouTube and internet and everything for a while, quit drinking, was like just really hard on it, and come back, and VK is a huge thing, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy, you exploded. And good for him. He put in that time, he put in those hours. And
sometimes it's just about being around when an opportunity swoops in, you know.
That's true.
Yeah,
no, you're right, you're absolutely right. A good opportunity, building network, being like having something to say, like,
that helps a lot.
Create some value. And no, it's just been really awesome to see all these people take off and fight for what they've got and get there. So
people ask me to do it, and I'm like, I really don't have anything worthwhile.
It does.
People
it gets
just want
hard.
to listen to your voice and simp over your voice.
Yeah. You got to work that simp game, girl, for sure. You can make some money with that and never even show your face.
No, I'm good.
Well, it's funny, like my wife and I joke around about that, and like one of the jokes that we've talked about is like she could video game behind a camera and do not much else other than play video games and look at the camera every once in a while, and she'd make more money than most dudes could doing the same thing.
Yeah,
no problem. She wouldn't have to do it. She doesn't have to be skimpy. She doesn't nothing. She could literally just play video games and talk.
You guys know I don't want to do that, because I was even like, well, maybe when I play my game, we'll just do it in a Discord call, so I don't have to do it on here.
Well, and that's fair. That's fair. I think it's cool that you jump up and like hang out with us and stuff. So,
Yeah.
like, you're a fun
Cat's
conversation.
gonna start calling us on Discord now. Be like,
Yeah. Why
Nah.
not though? Why not though? Like, it's just for fun, and she's a great panelist because she's not like causing trouble or
Yeah.
fighting everybody. She's just here for a good time to have fun with friends. and
She's
that's
also not afraid to contribute either. I
That's
love
true.
hearing from Kat. She's very funny sometimes.
That's true. That's true.
I'm
And she
just
can
here for
actually
the
bring-
road rage.
I
can
say
actually-
a lot of cool, funny jokes.
Yes, she's the dad joke master.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Like in Tomatoes chat earlier, she said that guy was like taking a number 2. She asked if he wiped, and I was like, "Ooh, brokies that don't use a bidet, nasty."
I saw that. I was like, okay, Kat. Okay.
Hold on. For a while, I just saw you putting K2 with the star next to it.
Well, yeah,
K2
because
with the star next to it.
The K2 with the star next to it was so
I don't
trippy.
know what you were trying to do.
Trippy Cast wrote a comment that said, "If you guys don't donate, I'm gonna send you a Pringles can, a Pringles can full of like a questionable smell."
Oh,
Oh.
no.
And I was like, "Trippy, can I just pay for you to send one of those to K2?" But I spelled K2 wrong, so I was like, "K2 star."
oh no. Oh no. She's trying to get you questionable things. You. Casey,
Just a
how do you feel
pretty-
about that?
Just a fart-filled Pringles can. That's all.
then I just started putting random emojis next to her while I was doing the star thing. Then I was putting the.
Oh,
It's
my
so
goodness.
funny.
Then Sarah's still like they communicate with each other using super chats.
We just
Yeah,
harass.
true.
We just harass each other.
That's pretty
It's actually hilarious. It keeps a really funny tension going the whole show.
Well,
You're waiting to get each other back.
Y'all gotta get on that. You gotta get on that Rob gift train, man. He's got that timer right at the end of the stream. People start going back and forth. You could win some big ups over there, Kat. You gotta come on.
I think I grifted Rob enough. I think I gave him like $5,000 in a night.
You probably did. I think you did that one night. That was really huge. That was
That was a
amazing.
crazy night. That was
That was
such a
Was
amazing.
crazy night.
Cat drinking moonshine that night?
I don't drink. I'm just very competitive.
Just trying to beat everybody else.
William Gramer got me though,
I
because
know it, man. That was wild.
PayPal cucked me. I was gonna go again, but PayPal cucked me.
I know. Bastard. Shut you down.
Oh shit. I was gonna say that's another big thing Kat does really well. Is keep the support coming for small creators and mid level
does.
creators for sure. That's very
She's
cool.
awesome.
Salute.
Indeed.
Well,
Indeed.
you know, I can, so I do.
Cheers to that.
I give what I can. Oxycat outperforms.
I hear that.
Nah, it's not actually a competition. I was just screwing with William.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And William likes to screw back too, so
Yeah.
Phrasing.
I'm sorry. Questionable terminology. It's late at night. You say stupid things, just saying.
And now he gets to be the patriarchy king, and he's happy about it. So that's great.
Yeah, you helped him win a great title.
Hmm.
Well, so far it's been a Feminarchy queen over at Rob's chat, so we've had that going. Jess White keeps fucking bringing it home. So. I think it's happened twice in a row now.
Mm.
Bum bum bum.
Crazy.
Patriarchy slipping. Patriarchy slipping. Have to get those boys back into
I
the game.
haven't been back since that night. I've been working and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Gotta have more of those doll hairs to put behind the feminarchy, cat. That's what it's about.
I'm funding
Wow.
everyone else over here.
I hear that.
You haven't funded me yet.
Make a channel, K2. Make a channel. Make a
Oh my
channel.
gosh.
No, nobody wants to listen to me.
Make a trucking channel.
I want to listen to you so I can come in and harass you all the time and give you the
Oh,
finger.
If you just watch your language a little bit, your road rage, and just a live view of the road, you'd get so many views, dude.
Yeah, probably.
People would
I'm
like
gonna
turn it
I'm
on
gonna
just
take
to
that
say,
concept and I'm just gonna road rage
Oh,
in my
damn.
Jeep.
Well, people, cat, people
that
will,
she'll end up
people
in a
will end up
ditch.
not alive. I mean,
You're a woman. You shouldn't even be driving anyway.
that's that's
Amen, brother. Amen. I am built to be a passenger princess. But
I mean, Doom has a video specifically tailored for you. Okay.
Doom's so funny, I swear.
He is. He is. Is like stand-up comedian
He
level
didn't.
good.
He is really good.
He said he had a hockey video for me, and he didn't show me it.
Well,
Well,
When
you
I
were
was stuck in
like,
traffic.
yeah, you were like a little MIA.
Maybe you should
I
have.
don't know. I was stuck in traffic.
You should have followed the breadcrumbs.
Traffic.
Well, he's gonna have service again on Saturday, so you can see it on Saturday.
Wait, who are we talking about? Doom?
Doomerang.
Doomerang.
What you talk about service? He ain't no preacher.
He calls his stream his service.
The midnight
It's
watch.
church. It's church themed.
Skeet skeet.
I reckon.
Yo, gang.
I just like his helmet. That's hilarious to me.
It's awesome.
He's so funny.
And the green screen shit he pulls off is pretty slick too.
Oh man.
I told him if I stream, I'm wearing a motocross helmet just to like have like a play on his helmet.
It's so mystery too.
And
You're
I
like, what?
actually,
You still don't know what he looks like.
I found a motocross helmet that has cat ears.
Oh my gosh. Of course you did.
I did.
That would be perfect. That would
We're
be
just
perfect.
turning out to be the theme side. I mean, goodness gracious. You guys don't even know how heavy this hat actually is. It's kind of crazy. By the end
Is
of
it
the
really
night,
heavy?
It
Yes,
looks like
by the-
paper.
by the end of the night, this thing is like hurting my neck. Honestly, it's kind of funny.
Well, my headset hurts my neck.
You put
'Cause
your
it's
headset
heavy.
on your neck?
Well, no, but it's heavy. It has those light up cat ears on it, so it's really heavy.
POD.
Yeah.
Just get
I could-
for the road shit. Like when you're at the office, get like a blue parrot at like one of the truck stops. It's only one ear.
It's
They're light.
No, but I
Pretty
like my
hefty.
cat ears.
I'm
Pretty
saying for
hefty.
the office and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's cloth. I've been telling everybody it's surgically attached to your head that you can't remove it.
well, you know, it's what keeps the magic. You know,
Hmm.
without it, I don't walk, I don't move, I don't talk.
Oh,
So-
guys, I ordered a cool hat off of Amazon. I have to tell you about it.
Oh,
I ordered it. I ordered it for the beach. It's a sun visor, but in the bill, there's a hole, and a solar fan attaches to it, so the fan like hits you in the face.
Nice. So you have like a
Their
fan attached to your
drivers
hat.
Are,
Yeah.
their
like-
drivers are fucking terrible. I will never use them.
it's like the hat version of glamping.
I
They're
tried it. It
Fucking
works.
Contractors. They're fucking contractors. Always fucking taking off. Dude, they get so close to you.
Well, I'm sorry,
one
too, but
literally-
Amazon Prime is so
the-
convenient.
It's not convenient.
Well, to you maybe
That's
not.
bullshit.
It's dangerous. That's what it
I can get
is.
stuff in 2 days, and I live out on a rural ass farm.
You remember that fucking part of Home Alone where the guy is trying to deliver the pizza at the beginning, where everybody's still at home and they're delivering like 15 pizzas, and the guy like shows up like sliding around corners like, oh my god! That's Amazon Prime trying to get out to Oxycat's house.
That's true.
Well, I ordered DoorDash last week because I had so much going on. I didn't want to cook one day, so I ordered DoorDash, and I had to go find the driver. They got lost, so yeah, I had to drive like 30 minutes to go find them.
Oh shit! That poor DoorDasher.
I just take all the roads.
I found him, and he's like, it told me to come right here and walk up that mountain. I was like, well, my house is up there, but I don't think you want to walk that.
You're like the road too.
Well, that sucks for those guys because they don't make a lot of money. So like anything that takes a shit ton of time is just eating into their
I
profits,
gave him an extra cash tip because that sucked.
Yeah, you probably had cold food too. I bet it sucks. But...
That was all right. He made like $30 on that trip. He's all right.
Yeah, he'll probably be fine. Coming out to your house, I'm sure.
Even the Amazon drivers that don't make that much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they don't.
Yeah,
They're probably making $15, $16 an hour.
I think most they make 25.
Yeah,
Some if they've been there a while.
that's not terrible.
Yeah.
FedEx, they don't make a whole lot.
UPS makes a lot.
Yeah, it's a little harder to get into UPS though. They're a union, I think.
They're very.
I can't comment.
Yeah. They're very.
No, it's not hard to get in there. It's not.
It's a good old boys club.
Nope, not hard to get in there at all.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
I'm not a trucker. I don't know, but I've just heard that UPS makes pretty good money.
See, the guys that work for UPS out here are saying that they do okay, but the way that things are changing over time because of the rural service cutoff and a bunch of other stuff, it's really screwing with them. And then you got guys out there working till like 10 o'clock at night when their route should have been over at like 6 p.m. And by the end of the week, they've got like hundreds of hours in, and it's like, okay, this is out of control. What's going on? So, but who knows? So I don't know. I'm not in the game. Know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yeah, I hear that. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with a.
You're good. I see it.
I
try to see everything.
I would say the game, but I don't. Then everybody will.
Yeah, I get it.
How many people? Hold on. How many people are on your channel right now? How many people?
8.
If it's
total.
Just us.
8 total, but I would still be
don't
careful.
Want to get dogged.
Nah, you should.
I know.
Just be careful.
I don't want to get dogged.
Yeah,
I'm
streaming to 11 people that you don't fucking know, so don't.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said, not.
Don't ever say anything publicly on the internet that you don't want to get out, because then
that's why
some people. I
really
usually hold into my lives too.
Off my mind right now.
Yeah, people will dig.
That's really want to say something right now, but I can't.
That's all right. We'll save that for the.
That's
DMs.
actually a fear that I've always kind of had with starting this up, because the moment you show your face and talk about yourself at all, then it's like,
yeah,
you got to be real careful. And don't get me wrong, like there's obviously bigger people than us that do it, but they're also equipped to do it because they've been doing it. So
maybe when we do our Discord, maybe I'll say a little bit.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, that our small group isn't going to do jack crap to you. So, but on the wider world.
Oh no, Oxycat likes to pick on me, so.
She does. It's all in good fun too. I mean, I name you Rob's handholder, so
Well,
I am.
For the benefit of the few that are hanging out with me, you're not talking about Rob Nor. You're talking about Rob that comes in here and hangs out all the time.
Yes,
Okay.
Rob Demita.
Okay.
Yes, no, not Rob. Not Rob.
Sorry, guys, I had a phone call.
That's okay.
Although, I mean, if Rob was on, I'd play with that too. I'm sure. I mean,
Oh,
people
so would
do
I.
name changes. People do name changes and stuff. So, but
I would play into that if you would jump on your panel right now.
well, yeah. I'm supposed to do an interview with Rob on my channel at some point, but he got extremely busy extremely quick. So he was already kind of busy, and I already talked to him some about it. But at some point, I'd like to just do like a conversation with him, and I think it'd be kind of cool.
For
Because
sure.
I think he's often so on the ball and on the pulse of everything that's going on that he's like the bulldog, just fighting everything out all the time. And he doesn't get to just have a good, chill conversation all the time, you know?
That's what our stream was supposed to be, but we got all mired up with the riots and stuff. I don't know. We had a good time.
You did. But yeah, you're right. It's like right in the heat of the moment. Crazy stuff going on everywhere. That kind of sapped it.
Yeah.
So.
Because it was the heat of the moment.
That's right.
Oh,
That's right.
that was your cue, EOD. That was your cue to take that line.
You did.
I
He did
thought
with
I did.
No, he was supposed to sing those. He was supposed to sing it right after.
Oh.
Hey, K2, who sings that song?
Who sings that
I don't
song?
even know.
I don't know.
It was
you
you.
see what I'm singing?
Oh.
Oh.
Two gingers
Burn.
think alike.
Burn.
I
That's
reckon.
another thing people don't know about that. She actually can burn people pretty good.
Uh-huh.
She hides it.
Cat savage. Everyone thinks she's so like cute and innocent and sounds sweet, and then boom.
Sometimes she gets up here and she just roasts people. It's actually quite hilarious. She'll like act like she's like, oh, I couldn't possibly. I don't know how to do that. I'm not mean. And then the next thing you know, she's burning you 5 times in a row, and you're like, what just happened exactly? I'm so confused.
Sometimes I'm on my game and sometimes I'm not.
True.
Nah,
Dude will not
she's on her
admit that
game
I'm
all
funny.
the time when it comes. She's on her game whenever I'm freaking on any panel. Boom, and name change. Boom, name change. Boom, gay two.
True.
Well, you kind of give us that one with having your name be K2 because it rhymes with gay 2.
That's a small jump. That is pretty small.
You gave that one to me. Come on.
Alley-oop.
shit.
You gave that one to me.
Whoa.
It's too funny. Yeah. We've had some
But
funny
Doom
hangouts.
will not admit that I'm funny.
Well, there's a danger in that. You know it. There's a danger in
Because
that.
then his worldview crumbles.
Yes.
Because women
Yes.
can't be funny.
No. And his worldview is obviously true. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
what? You're not
I'll
going to
talk
make
to
it.
myself. No, I might have to check it. I might have to check a tire.
Oh, that
Uh-oh.
sucks.
Be safe, gay too.
Safe.
If you get what I'm saying.
I don't get what you're saying.
No, you
You
gotta
don't get what I'm saying.
say I gotta
None
check
of
the
you know what
oil.
I'm trying to
You're
say.
supposed to check the oil, K2. That's what you're talking about.
No, I gotta say. They got the restroom. They got the rest area closed, and I don't think I'm gonna make it all the way. And I'm gonna
He
check
has
a
to
tire.
pee.
Wink, wink.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does that mean you're going to go take a dookie?
No, it means I'm gonna piss on a wheel. I didn't want to flat out say that.
Yeah, he poops on his tires.
He was gonna
The
hide
hold
behind
on.
the
The trailer tires. If I do that on a tractor, that's just disgusting.
I thought like he was gonna hide behind the tire.
Next stop, he's just shows up with his delivery and it's just smeared everywhere.
Oh God.
No, man.
He used the tire as like a shield from traffic or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's like a nightmare. That's a nightmare. I think that would be
That's how
like
men go to
hunker
prison.
down in the ditch. I would go to. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. It hasn't happened yet. Thank God.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, better knock on glass to save my ass.
Literally.
No kidding.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, taking a pee on the side of the road wasn't really a big deal in my mind, so that's why my mind went to Dookie.
Oh my
Well,
God.
it's just Abe's channel. I'm not trying to say I'm gonna piss on a wheel.
But you done said it like 3 times now.
I know.
think that
Now
was-
the cat's out of the bag now. The cat's
think
out of the
that
bag
was-
now.
I don't think that was a very big deal.
It's all right. It's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna get anybody in trouble.
I really don't. I don't. I mean, I'm hoping there's not like any 4th graders watching, so you know.
My mom wouldn't be proud of that one.
Dude.
Oh, here you go. Here you go, K2. Max Payne says, I piss in the middle of the road if no one is looking. So.
Oh man.
Well, Abe,
Hold on. That's
You're not allowed to say
freaking.
fart.
That's
in front of
true.
my mom.
You don't.
Women don't fart, don't you?
You don't
know
do
this?
that.
No, I'm not allowed to say the word fart in front of my mom. So,
Oh, the word. Oh, okay.
so Dookie is. Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
We had to say
I-
toot. We had to say toot when I was growing up. You would toot.
Oh.
Parents are funny.
Southern sensibilities, y'all. Right there.
Fair.
It's
Very
not.
fair.
It's not ladylike to say fart.
That's
that's
true.
true.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Makes sense. She was just training you good.
Yeah, she's a nice woman. Man, but I remember one time I smart mouthed her while I was playing basketball, and she came on the court and popped me right in the mouth.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
But she didn't know. Like I thought it felt kind of cool. I was like, oh, cool.
Getting
I didn't
keep
hate it.
getting humiliated by your mother in front of your whole basketball team and the entire school.
No, that sucked, but like it didn't hurt. Is all I'm trying to say. Like it didn't hurt.
Oh, well. That's usually the intention. It usually is not to actually hurt the kids. Just to send a message. Stop doing that. You know.
Yep.
But she did. I never backtalked her. My best friend was a terror to her mother, and like never got in trouble. I smart mouthed one time and got popped in the mouth.
Yeah. Who ended up?
All right. Can you hear me? I'm back.
Well,
Oh,
welcome
did you take a tinkle?
Tinkle,
Yeah,
tinkle.
I took a piss.
No, you tinkled because you're gay too.
back. That's it. That's what I'm gonna use the next time you call me a ginger, K2. Is that you're gay too?
I'm always going to call you a ginger, so I don't.
Well, turnabout's fair play.
Yes.
It's fair. It's all fair.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're silly.
I know it.
So that actually made me think of something. I got to remember how it's phrased, actually, though. Hold on. Let me think for a sec.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, did y'all know that there is such a thing as a fire tornado? It could come up out of wildfires. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That's something I figured out today. That's pretty cool.
No.
Fire tornadoes
Oh,
are real.
you've never seen that?
Tornado?
Like You never seen that? Like when you're having a fire pit, if the wind blows right, it like swirls up a little bit.
Yeah, like a little bit, like a little short one, sure. But like this, my ex-girlfriend posted some shit in the Discord today, and it was like 30 feet tall. That shit was amazing. It was like, whoa,
That's crazy.
coming out of a wildfire. Like, but before that, I posted one that was like a tornado, and then like it was AI, and it was like, oh, I went over a gas station, it blew up and turned into a fire tornado. And like my buddy came in, who's a meteorologist, like, yeah, that's totally fucking fake, bro. And I was like, but yeah, sometimes it happens on wildfires. And then my ex-girlfriend was like, yeah, like this, which is like 30 feet tall, not like a real fucking tornado, you dipshit. I'm like, oh, okay.
Sharknado, now that's real.
No, that's some crazy shit. You don't want to see no Sharknado.
No. Or Gatornado. That would be bad too.
Oh, that would have been the last one. They should have had Sharknado versus Gatornado, like in Florida.
They should have just done it with every aggressive, terrifying semi-water based creature, and you'd be set. You'd have a series for all of eternity.
Piranha-nado, yeah.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Octopus-nado.
Oh,
Puss-nado, I mean.
oh there you go. That's how you market that.
That's right.
Octopi.
Oh, that's a good one too. All right, I'm sorry, Abe. I didn't mean to derail you. Did you get where
You're
you're going?
It's for fun. No, it's for fun.
Chill.
Like we're aimless. So you're not really derailing if we're aimless.
I reckon.
We were just like, well, let's hang out. And
Well, here we are.
Yeah, I mean, hanging out's nice, especially when it's chill like this. I think sometimes people just need to defuse, man.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's good.
Everything's like so crazy all the time, especially in our spaces. Like everything's the news and the politics and the everything all the time. Yeah, everybody's at each other's throats all the
You're a
time.
commie. You're a fascist.
Yeah.
once the panel gets so large, like I can't be on it because my voice, like I can't.
Nobody
You can't
will
hear me.
you. Yep.
So it doesn't even make sense for me to be there. So I'll just be in the chat, like trolling and spurging.
It's happened here before when we get like 10 people on, you're like gone. Nobody can hear you the whole
I'm
time.
like,
Yeah, it just squeaks in between
You
people's
gotta
pockets.
turn you gotta turn up her mic whenever there's a whole bunch of people.
Well, no. You have to control the room. Okay, this is something that a lot of people don't seem to understand. I think Sarah Raging Tomato gets it really well, but when she's not exactly at her microphone, it can get out of hand super quick, just in an instant. But you have to be able to just shut the whole thing down and say, no, all of you shut the fuck up, listen to me. We're going to this person next. After that is this person, and yada, yada, yada. You just lay it the fuck out.
I think here we try to have a more organic conversation. It's not like a response. Like you don't have to have, like it's more of an organic conversation. And it's hard for me to jump in with that with like, everyone's like more aggressively speaking and I'm just like kind of a passive person. So I'm totally okay with going down into the chat and just spurging in chat. That's okay.
Wait a minute. You're totally cool with just going down, or?
In the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm kidding.
Going down in the studio lot.
Just my future husband will know the truth on that one, I reckon.
I reckon.
I like I reckon. I think that's a fine saying, Jess. I say it all the time. But what was I going to say is I used to run panels like this all the time, constantly on Twitch, because the conservative space didn't have one like this, where it was just people would just get together and just fucking chill. Like a lot of the folks that would hang out with me are vets. A lot of the people who still hang around are still vets. So there's still a lot of that going on. It's just, at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, none of them are around right now. So they're in bed. They got jobs in the morning,
Fair.
Ew.
Right?
Jobs.
Not
Who
me.
would want to work during the day? Ew.
Not me at my job right now.
Yeah, right.
No,
Getting paid to screw around with y'all.
Yep.
Well, cheers for
Yep.
that.
That's the way to do it.
That's how you did it right there.
until you get a call, and then you'll make some medicine.
That's
and then
true.
you give them their medicine.
That's true. That's true. She disappears for a little bit, comes back, tells us a joke. Doom doesn't laugh. Goes away again for a little bit. It's organic.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's gonna do a dookie. I guarantee
Oh,
he's going to
No,
do a
I'm
dookie.
not. I am not doing a dookie. I'm going to get a beer. You just relax with the dookiness.
Instantly.
I'm still listening to you. I can still hear you. Don't talk shit.
Don't talk shit.
Serious note, when are we gonna
Literally.
do that Discord call? Because I would love to have that conversation.
We
as
have a
soon as
Discord.
possible.
We have a
We
Discord.
could do that tomorrow.
Could do a hangout tomorrow if you guys want. For sure. I mean,
Is anyone? Well, today. I guess technically it's today now, right?
it is technically.
It's not today until I clock out.
I
Don't you mess
understand.
up my mind.
No, like I have that
Usually-
same mindset. Not night shift will screw you up, but is
Sure.
anybody streaming today? Like any of our
I
friends?
think Sarah, she's doing her mod thing. She was
Oh, yeah,
talking
that's right.
about earlier. Where it gets, yeah, but
But
I don't know if we want to. I've already
Sorry. Go ahead.
kind of went with. I don't know.
Is
We
Chris
could
doing
probably do
anything?
it before that.
I feel like Chris's streams got thrown off this week.
They did. They did. He
Yeah.
said his internet's all been jacked up. Stuff's going on in his country, and it's been really hard. And then on top of that, I think guests have been here and there, so it's been harder for him to pull it together.
Oh, okay.
And I know, like, it's kind of crazy because it all happened at once, right? Like June's
Oh, yeah,
computer went down.
Emmett said VK. I forgot about VK. So VK.
Oh, yep.
We could do it before VK.
Wait, is Grid doing his show too on Fridays now?
Probably. He said he was scheduling his for Fridays. Hopefully his is before BK, but I don't know.
I think it's all simultaneously. But you know, like you're in the back so often on those shows, you could theoretically you could do both.
Speak for yourself. If I get up there,
No.
I'm usually up there for the whole damn show.
Yeah, I mean, even
On
still,
BK especially.
you can't bet on that. But what was I gonna say? Rob's planning on doing verbal combat or whatever tomorrow with Speakeasy. So there's that. There's also Andrew Wilson live at 3 p.m. So
Yeah, he's been covering the riots and that.
That reminds me, EOD, did you talk to Avarice at all today? Do
No.
you talk to Avarice outside of...
occasionally, not a lot.
Okay.
Why you ask?
He's resting today. He's down for the day. So
Oh,
Okay.
He
EOD,
wasn't
did you check that
helping
out?
me, so.
What-
You just reminded me. Did you check out Grid's general chat where I think I told you where I posted that guy that got literally charged for throwing a Molotov cocktail? They found him.
Shit fire.
Hey Abe,
His ass is going to jail for a long time.
Abe, when is your
Yep.
when is your mod thing that you and I talked about?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. We should just talk about it later and try and set something up because it would be good.
Mhm.
I guess when you want to talk about it, like we could talk about it tomorrow if you want. If we're gonna do like a Discord hangout or whatever in between all the shows that are going on tomorrow.
I'm sorry,
I'm
Twisted.
just driving. I'm just driving.
Just driving.
Oh shit. Okay, so Twisted, this is Abe's live stream. It's a StreamYard, so it's actually in a StreamYard. But you could come in if you wanted to. I was just saying, none of the fucking vets are usually around at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, but you are. It's good to see you, man.
I can't handle.
Now I'm paying attention to Kick. I'm sorry.
It gets fun after a while. It's boring.
Just got home from chasing, huh? No shit.
That's true. Well, the other thing is like I agree with you 100%. I was talking about this the other night, K2. Like if you do like debate show, you get like debate brained and you start
I
kind
can
of being a dick. You
Well,
start,
yeah, I told Chase that because like I said something to him and he was like debating me on it. I was like, no, you don't have to debate me on this. Like,
right.
Hey,
no, just
Abe, I got a friend of mine who would like to join if you don't mind. His name's Twisted
Cool.
Aviator. You cool with that?
Yep.
All right. I'll send you the link, Twisted.
Yeah, I told Chase, I was like, we're just having a conversation. You don't have to debate me on this.
Yeah. No, it happened. It happened with me and my wife too. Like randomly, like, you know, you do grids and then you do VK and then grids and then by the time you've done all these debates one after another, then something happens at home and it's just a traditional thing. But because you heard keywords, the next thing you do is you start tearing apart that point, and it's like, no, that's not what I was supposed to do. I was just supposed to respond.
Well, and he was like, dude, you're right. Like, I was trying to debate you on that.
Right. All right, I'm gonna let Emmett come up.
I was like, I'm not a debater. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I only like doing it when I'm doing that.
I tell you what, Kat. Will you debate me on whether or not bourbon can only come from Kentucky?
Oh,
I don't know much about alcohol there.
he doesn't drink.
I don't drink.
All right.
She'll make you some moonshine though.
I do have. Yeah.
How about barbecue? How about barbecue? Let's debate the best barbecue in the southeast of America. How about that?
Ooh.
Well, some people like it. Some people like it sweet. Some people like it vinegary. What are you going for?
Well, vinegary don't even count. It's got to be sweet. Damn it.
I mean, I agree. I like sweet and smoky. I like sweet and smoky, but like some of the sauces and rubs are like more vinegar, bitter, based. But I like sweet myself.
I do too. I like it sweet and sloppy. You know, big, thick, nasty barbecue sauce all over everything. Where it's like you get done eating and it's all over your face and your hands. If that ain't happened, then you didn't do it right, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of sounds gay.
Well,
but it's delicious.
That's the point. It's got to be delicious.
Twisted's in the back.
Ow.
Take me to a barbecue restaurant for the first date. I won't wear makeup. No use in wearing makeup. I'm gonna get it all over my face anyway.
There he is. What's up, Tristan?
Hello, Tristan.
Hello.
So what do we think?
Jack. Everything working on this thing?
Sounds good.
Jack.
All right. Good to go.
Sound like
How are we tonight?
a radio announcer.
Oh.
Nope. Retired Marine pilot and driving tornadoes for a living now.
Hell yeah.
Well, welcome.
Good to see you, man.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
love driving through a tornado. Those are like the most exciting part, especially at night when you can't see it.
You forgot the most important part, Twisted, is that you're a lover of dick jokes.
Well, yeah, of course.
I didn't tell any of those.
No, I'm a full-time storm chaser now that I've retired.
Ooh, fun. That's the fun stuff right there.
For sure.
Oh no, I was being dead serious. I'm not in a storm chaser or anything. I'm just in a semi. So I think that's exciting. I don't know why. I feel like Dusty and Twister.
He likes it when his second trailer gets lifted.
Yeah, it's his favorite. He likes to fly it like a kite behind him.
Oh no.
No, just the hail. That, the sky, the wicked lightning color. The one time it was like this really shade of blue that I've never seen before behind the, like, it was just getting dark too, so it was like green. Like, I don't know how to really explain it, because it was like
it's
nothing I've
almost
seen
like
before
a
at night.
turquoise color. That's the
yeah, the lightning
low,
was like,
it's the low angle of the sun refracting through the larger hailstones creates that color.
and then everyone on the CB's like, I'm getting off. This looks bad. I've never seen lightning like that. And then I'm like, I already blew a tire and I had to wait, so I don't have delay time to sit there and find out. Then I had the weather, not the weather channel, but you know what they have in the truck. So you're going through the radio station, so it's like you're local weather thing, but it's nothing but weather. I'm in the area where it is, and it goes off right when the wind was going. I think it was like maybe the start, but I was right there in the actual area where they said there was like a touchdown too. With
Well,
all,
that's always a good
fucking-
time.
I know, but he goes through it all the time, so it's not like nothing to him. But I don't know, just excites
Yeah, I mean,
me.
I intentionally look for.
Yeah.
I drive into the actual circulation of the tornado. I have an armored
Yeah.
truck and everything.
You had modded kit though, don't you, Twisted?
Yeah. I've
Yeah.
Dodge Ram 3500 that has layers of Kevlar over the body,
Oh,
and then
like the
it's sprayed
Dominator.
with Rhino liner, plexiglass windows, replacing the glass.
So it's like the
Yeah.
Dominator.
It's not as armored as a Dominator, but it's
Close.
it,
Dominic
Close enough.
Hasek? Are
it
you talking
sits
about
in
Dominic
between
Hasek?
No,
Sits somewhere in between like a regular vehicle and
I
a
know.
Dominator.
that's awesome though.
Yeah, it's a good looking truck. You gotta post a picture of it. Have Abe share it to the screen. It's fucking boss looking, man.
I gotta I want to get some ground anchors, and then I'll be a lot more comfortable driving to some stronger stuff.
That would be golden.
This is
Hey, Bree.
that's the buddy of mine that I was talking about as a meteorologist was Twisted, talking about the fire tornadoes
I'm not a
today.
meteorologist.
Now, well, you know about meteorology than I do. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
He
So
probably knows
does ship
more, actually.
So does ship captains too.
I self-studied meteorology. I got interested in that when I got into when I was getting my private pilot license in high school. Got
Makes
into
sense.
meteorology.
That's
awesome.
very relevant information. Right? You need to understand the weather patterns before you go up in a plane, set a flight plan.
Yep.
And all that.
My degree
And-
is actually nuclear physics.
I knew that.
Yeah.
The captain of boat. They got the radar on the lake freighters. You see it? I'm pretty.
Yeah.
Even though I never
Sorry,
used
I
my
keep
degree
derailing
other
it.
than to get commissioned.
Ow.
Huh?
What are you gonna
Oh,
Am I gonna what?
share your truck for all of us to see?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Your beauty.
I could
It's
probably
on
do
your
it.
Discord,
How
isn't it?
do I even?
EOD,
There-
it's on your Discord, isn't it?
It's around here somewhere. Yeah. He may have shared it in one of those side chats.
I mean, I can.
dude, turn off your brights.
Yeah, you sons of bitches. Can they hear
Yeah.
me? You ought to put us on speakerphone so everybody on the highway can hear us. Here it is. I found it.
Aw.
Should be in the channel we BS in.
Yeah.
Because I put that, my plane, and my car in there, I think.
Yes. These are very large links, but they only go to a picture, I promise.
Okay.
There's the truck.
There we go. Oh yeah, beauty.
I got traffic around me. I don't want to look down.
What is Abe's channel so I can look at his chat too?
Abe Dinkus.
Yeah,
Is it
just-
Abe Dinkus?
I thought it was something else. I thought it was like Liberty something.
No, it's the
It-
messenger, Michael.
That's it. The Messenger Michael. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a cool
Oh.
track.
Here, I'll share it.
There we go.
There we go. That's
Very
sick.
cool.
Yeah, that's way
Yep.
sick.
That's the beast.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
man, that's so much. That's that's a lot of truck. Just there.
It is. It is a lot of truck. I'm gonna hold back on the rest of it. Just it's. I don't want to flex all over everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all the other pictures of it?
Yeah. No, you got the C8 in there and your stunt plane as well.
Oh, gotcha.
I saw those when we were.
I C8.
Nuh-uh. Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, there.
Fuck, I believe it. All right,
Oh,
fine.
Chat has
I have
everything.
a C8 Z06.
Mine's not a Z06. It was the first year that came out.
That's
Okay. I had when it first came out, I got a Stingray. I traded my C7 in on a
I did too.
C8 Stingray.
I did too.
that is a gorgeous car, though. Twisted, it really is. Orange and
I
black.
kind of wish that I'd have kept the C7 and gotten the C8 too, just because the C7's last year for the front end and rear drive.
Yeah, for sure. That's gonna be a classic.
C7. The C7 was actually a lot more comfortable than the C8.
No shit.
That
It
car,
is
though.
more comfortable. The C7 was more comfortable, but the C8 is so much better performance than the C7.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mid-engine helps a lot, I'm sure.
Especially the Z06. I got that. Holy shit! With that flat crank.
Hell yeah. Double clutch.
That's so sexy.
It is.
I like it.
Well, you can color me jealous.
You don't need the
so-
clutch. You don't need the
Mine's just,
clutch.
mine's
it
just
doesn't
red.
have
That one is like orange, huh?
Yeah, it's the what is it called? Sunset orange, I think they call it.
Okay. Yeah, mine's the red one.
Yeah, I got Ashton over here in my chat saying, "Oh my God, the V8 is way better." Like, but what we're talking about is two different generations of a Corvette. Is the C7 had the front engine, the C8 has the mid engine, but they're both V8s.
Yeah. My dad still has his C7. He loves that thing.
Oh yeah,
They're a good car.
I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be a collector's item because that's the last front engine Corvette they're gonna make.
I don't know. I'll probably have to get one back.
It was
Yeah, if I do, I'll probably try to find a C7 ZR1.
Fun times.
Yeah, Mystifista says
Although in
they're all LS,
2
aren't they? Yeah.
years, I'm going to be getting rid of my Z06 for a ZR1 C8.
Mm-hmm.
Never do the first year. So I always wait till the second year of production before I do a new one.
I saw a video today that they're trying to come out with like an electric one. Like,
It's a hybrid. It's the E-Ray. It's basically a Stingray that they add an electric motor to the front wheels.
Oh, weird. Is it in hub or is it?
I believe so.
That's
It's
crazy.
a very similar design to the Porsche 918, where it uses the electric motor up to like 40 miles an hour, and then after that it shuts down. But then it also uses to maintain speed, like on the highway.
Yeah, that's really clever.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool. It doesn't handle as well as the Z06, but they're saying that it actually out accelerates the ZR1 C8.
Oof.
No shit.
Yeah. But it's heavy. So it doesn't handle like the others.
yeah, I think the video I saw was they were doing like some like test driving with it or something.
It's the Corvette C8 E-Ray.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So that's interesting.
that takes it up to the hypercar level, doesn't it? So that's competing with.
one's really a hypercar. It's 1,064 horsepower.
That's
Good
so
lord!
crazy,
But
dude.
that's naturally aspirated with no KERS or
Yeah.
electronic assists. Yeah.
Grandpa really
No,
ghetto
no,
Porsche
the
918
state-
intensifies when it's an over $100,000 car. Come on now, shut up.
The ZR1 is I believe it's twin turbo. It's basically a Z06 with a twin turbo thrown on it.
That's for fun.
Well, I mean, excuse me, Kissy Cat. No, a 918. It's over $1 million now to get one of those.
Oh my
So,
goodness!
I thought you were calling the Corvette the ghetto 918. That's why I said, come on, it's over $100,000. I don't think there's anything ghetto about it.
Mm. Grumple doesn't like it if it doesn't have a diesel in it. That's really the truth of the matter.
Well, I got
That's
two
true.
diesels. I don't care about that. I have 2 diesels.
Oh,
got a few. I have Gacy Cat. I have more diesels than you. That's fine. I'm not like flopping it. No, just collection. But no, yeah, it's 100%. No, a Corvette with they add an electric motor to it. That's 100% a ghetto 918.
I
maybe one of the best.
disavow. I do not agree. I do not agree.
Well, hold on. He said that's one of the best cars. What?
It's one of the best cars ever made. Yeah, it's in my top 5 of like, hey, where am I spending? If I have infinite money, what am I?
And a Porsche is just a glorified Volkswagen.
It truly is.
It is. But however, 918 is like maybe one of the best performing cars ever made. Like,
not really.
Possibly minus the new Koenigsegg, the one that's all carbon fiber, like 1500.
The new ZR1 performs the 918.
McLaren P1, the Ferrari LaFerrari, all of these are.
The 918 beats the P1 to shit, dude.
Oh, humbug.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does.
Humbug. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
The new ZR1 outperforms the 918. It turned a faster time on Nürburgring than the 918 can.
No shit.
Setting a car up for Nürburgring means you okay. Well, it can beat it on Nürburgring, but then what else can it do? I didn't mean to come in and just start talking shit about cars, dude.
No, you came in and started talking shit about Corvettes, is what you did. You not that's.
What's the worst?
I said it was a ghetto 918, which isn't like that's not an insult even.
Well,
it's a low grade insult.
Yeah, that's
it's
like
not even an insult. Like, hey, follow leaders that have led, follow in the footsteps of giants. No biggie.
I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna be nice.
Grumple, why?
I'll give Porsche credit; they did it first, but
Nah, fuck Porsche. Porsche is German. Germans are crap. German engineering is crap. American engineering is way better.
No, I like my M3. Thank you.
USA. USA.
That's right.
So
I'm not brand loyal at all. I got a Dodge truck, a BMW daily driver, and the Corvette.
Hey, just
BMW drivers.
My girlfriend has a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Actually, 2 Mercedes, her car and her SUV are Mercedes.
So just funny bringing it up because Twisted brought up that he has a BMW daily driver. You know the worst job satisfaction in the world? Imagine being the dude that installs the blinkers on a BMW.
I'm telling you what,
yeah,
when I bought my first BMW,
they're never going to get used. Like, why am I even doing this?
I uninstalled every blinker in every other car I owned. And I even unhooked the navigation lights in my airplane. Okay.
That is a true
Classic
statement. BMW
guy.
do not use their blinkers.
I was gonna say
statement.
1776 in my chat says so he doesn't use blinkers. He has a BMW, so apparently he doesn't use blinkers. That's true.
I mean, yeah, that's.
And
that's
the
thing. That's why
the Tesla drivers are turning into the new douchebags, like how BMW drivers used to be there.
Used to be, you say? I mean,
I was going to say, like,
they're there.
They've maintained, but
I
there's other things happening.
Admit and
I'm sorry.
the
Hold on.
fact
Let
that
me
I drive
rephrase
like
that,
a
Grumple. Let me rephrase that, Grumple. The Tesla drivers are raising up on the douchebag level, and BMW's just staying where they are.
Yeah,
what kind of flourish are we doing?
That's true.
Yeah,
I was saying add a flourish to it. Like
I said, I 100% own and admit that I drive like a complete douchebag. I'm aggressive.
We're coming down the one lane, and then I'm like right there where the merge is. Right there, because he doesn't want to get behind me, and then he almost takes off my freaking fuel tank, and then I see him coming there, so I go on the freaking shoulder.
What kind of story are you telling right now?
This is the road rage coming through.
Tesla driver, fucking Tesla, dude. Like at a construction zone, it's all. I know he waits till the fucking last minute to fucking zoom up and try to get in front of me because he doesn't want to get behind me. Oh, but then he's like that, right where it's fucking merging, and he's like gonna hit my freaking fuel tank. So there's still a shoulder because it's on
Wait,
the
are
right
you in a
lane.
Pinto?
So I go
Why is
over,
somebody gonna hit your fuel tank?
and then he just fucks.
Honestly,
He's driving a
I
semi truck,
can
Grumple.
understand that.
I
but
drive
the
a
last
semi,
thing in the
Grump.
world I want to do is
Oh.
get behind a semi. I hate being behind
Okay.
those things.
Getting so
I
angry.
respect y'all as drivers, but
I am.
goddamn, I don't want to be behind you.
I hear that. I drive a truck. I'm a pickup truck, so like my acceleration rate getting onto the freeway is a little bit slow anyway. So I usually just get behind the semi. I'm cool with
Because
that.
he doesn't have a diesel truck.
Diesels don't have acceleration. What the fuck are you talking about?
Diesels have infinity torque. Come on now, you silly nerd.
Especially turbo diesels.
That is true. That's a lot of torque.
Right at the
Look at
top
those
of the
numbers.
rev range. Okay, in between gears, you're just sucking tits.
Did you just say that in between gears you're sucking dicks?
I said tits, is what I said. Tits.
Tits.
I have
no,
no
mine-
respect. You
I
guys
feel
are-
like
pretty
it's suck tits no matter what gear I'm
My
in.
diesel's
bad.
pretty quick,
Oh,
EOD.
shit. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are terrible. Y'all are terrible.
Like, no, I'm not live, but hey, so EOD's chat, don't clip that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, do it. Do it.
That's
No,
why.
no, that would be entirely in poor taste, and you totally shouldn't do that. As shouldn't Abe
Ow.
chat also clip that. That would be very in
Oh
poor
my
taste, and you
god.
shouldn't do that. It'd be no, wrong. Grumple disapproves 100%. Don't
Hey, Bill.
clip that in the context.
I hate you guys
Oh,
so
man.
much. I really do.
EOD, I was talking the whole time and I was muted. I didn't realize it.
Uh-oh.
But were you being serious that, like, you think diesels don't have acceleration?
No, it's true that diesels don't accelerate until the top end of their fucking torque range.
No, that's not correct at all.
Yes, it is.
Silly.
Like, I've seen people, like, soup diesels
Really?
to drag race.
It's possible, yeah, but that's a $10,000 build in the engine compartment alone. It's not
It's
something.
just money.
Oh
They
well.
drag race semis.
Yeah, no, EOD, you just did a non sequitur. I mean, like if you're going to race, what are you
Okay,
spending money on?
but K2, what do they drag race semis against? It's other semis. They don't drag race semis against drag cars.
What about, like, a...
Actually,
Talking
no,
about like a
that's
turbo diesel
false.
Jetta.
There was a KW that raced a Dodge Viper. It's somewhere on YouTube, and he actually beat him.
Nuh-uh, I don't believe it.
He didn't have a
And
trailer. It was just the bobtail. It was just the bobtail.
Usually
But he has
diesels will
12
have like,
gears.
like about a 300 RPM
I'm
range
sorry,
where you're in
18.
peak efficiency.
Well, it depends.
Like a
Sorry,
Cummins,
Garble.
a Cummins 12 valve, it's right between 1800 and 2100 RPMs. That's where your peak efficiency, where you're getting max torque.
My stock diesel, it's got some get up and go. It's a little peppy.
Well, I don't know, man. All I know is how to compare like Volkswagen diesels to Volkswagen unleadeds, and the unleadeds get a lot better performance. So, that's all I got.
Yeah, I don't know
you know
anything about that.
The Volkswagen Audi group, they have a specific connector for like their specific system. You call it a VAG connector. Are you a VAG connector enjoyer?
I thought
EOD?
that was Subaru.
You like the VAG connector?
I don't know, man. It sounds like something I'd probably be a fan of. I'm not sure.
I know. I kind of like connecting with that. I don't know. That doesn't sound like a bad thing to me.
Hold
I
on.
didn't say it was
I
bad.
thought-
Just asking if like, hey, is that on your
I-
team or not?
I
Who
have
said
a
Subaru?
I-
Who
I
said
have a-
Subaru?
I
I
thought
did.
Because that
Subaru
joke
thought-
is so
Subaru
good on
has
many,
a
on many
badge-
levels.
badge connector.
Like the two-
Subaru's an entirely separate. Hey, Kissy Cat, Subaru's an entirely separate company.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but
that's-
Subaru-
That's like such a good joke on so many levels. Because the
Subaru
badge
is a scissor
connector,
vehicle. It's
because
a
they're-
scissor vehicle.
it's the
Yes,
lesbian
Volkswagen
car.
Audi is literally called a badge
That,
connector.
It should be the scissor connector.
It's
So
separate
that,
from the
that,
ODD.
was, that was good. That joke had levels. I appreciate it. I like it.
Twisted is pretty witty sometimes.
That had levels. Thank you.
Grumple is not witty. Grumple's a simple monkey and left his abacus in his truck. Calm your tits, EOD.
You're talking about a nuclear physicist right now, Grumple.
What, you?
No, Twisted.
Yeah, EOD's a nuclear physicist.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about Twisted. I was
He's
I don't
the one
think
who
Twisted
made-
and I disagree on. Well,
You-
maybe a little bit about. No, it's definitely Ghetto 918. That was the only thing. I
Well,
don't
and
think
we
disagreed on
disagree
that
about
either.
crayon flavors because
Wow.
That's
purple
true.
is
Oh,
still
yeah,
the best
you-
flavor.
You bundle of British cigarettes ass having slur. Yeah, purple is not
Purple-
the thing. It's
Purple
red.
combines the other
Red is the-
two best flavors, red and blue.
Red is the best flavor. You cannot.
Purple is the best.
Which
No,
colors did
you're
I have
just
you
wrong.
eat, Grumple? I think I had you eat purple and green,
It
didn't
was,
I?
it was like light blue or like a light green one.
He has a box of crayons right there. Are you kidding me?
Wait, hang on, Kissy Cat, does that make me your whore because you paid me to do something? that I
Yes.
didn't, like,
Yes.
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 Oh.
Yes, you're a whore.
Confirmed.
You're a whore.
Confirmed.
But we already knew this.
I paid you to eat 2 crayons.
I've done 3 on stream and like
Dirty
I'm not
whore.
doing anymore. I'm not doing anymore.
And
Like,
I
do
would,
it in
I
do it in
wouldn't
my
let you
off time,
add.
It's
I
an
wouldn't
easy
let you
way
add the
to talk
sauce either. Remember that? You wanted to sneak around and get some sauce, and I said, no, you got to raw dog it.
No, I was offering to add sauce. I wasn't asking. I was offering. That was the difference.
This is
You nerd.
hilarious. I remember that now.
But
Good times.
purple is clearly the superior flavor.
That's gay, dude.
It
Sorry.
combines blue for freedom and red for the blood of my enemies.
It's great.
Yeah, see, Twisted was a
Perfect.
pilot. He doesn't understand.
I lived
He
in
is
the
a
green.
pilot still. Just yeah. He didn't. He
Hold
doesn't
on.
get it.
Abe was a Marine too. What was your favorite color, Abe?
Mhm.
Abe,
It's all
Abe
about the
is-
green.
Green. That's a new one.
Miggy likes blue. Miggy likes blue.
The big green weenie.
Door to door, baby.
That's right. It keeps
Abe.
on coming.
Abe, lose my number, dude.
Nah, shut the fuck up, Grumple. You don't mean that. You don't mean that.
Snob.
Fuck, it's red.
Delete.
Obviously red.
Snob.
Hold on. I want to know, how does EOD did not know FNG means fucking you guy earlier?
That was fucking Jixer got me. Jixer got me on that. Jixer got
I
me
didn't
on
know
that.
that.
Oh my
I didn't
god,
know
Derek. Oh, god damn it.
Is it another Tesla? It's another Tesla driver cutting him off.
That's a deer. It's a deer.
Oh, my
No,
bad.
it's a fucking deer.
Oh, my bad. Don't
It's
hit
a
him.
Deer.
You all right?
Little,
Hold on.
little innocent deer.
They didn't have FNGs in the sperm
Wait.
sample collection MOS.
We just didn't call them.
Delicious.
We just didn't call them FNGs. We called them newbies. But whatever.
Kissy Cat, instead of wait, by innocent, do you mean delicious, dear?
Do you know who you're talking to, Grandpa?
I mean, you said innocent. I'm
It's a joke because I've traveled the
Still
world
eats
hunting.
innocent. She still eats innocent.
It's a joke.
Innocent
Oh, no.
does not mean
I'm
not
and
delicious.
I'm
okay?
adding a layer onto that joke.
Mm.
Lambs are innocent. Lamb chops are good. So.
Oh, shut up,
If you
EOD.
innocent-
No, we're not talking about my lambs. No, we do not eat my lambs. My lambs are pets, not food.
I mean,
Everything's food
Right
if
now.
you season
Everything
it
is
right.
food. Right.
Mm-mm.
Paige, no.
These guys are friends,
Mm.
not food.
Oh, okay. Sure.
That sounds racist.
I did shoot a bear today.
Oh, you
Did
went
say
on
bear
that?
or a Barrett?
A bear.
Oh, okay.
It
So
was in
not
my
a bear.
field. It was in my field trying to get to my sheep, so
Mhm.
I had every right.
Well,
Would you-
did you skin it and eat it? Is that? Are we doing that?
My neighbor took it.
Did he? All right.
No,
If
first,
you were,
first
if
question,
you were
what did you shoot
really
it with?
good, you would have shot a bear with a Barrett.
Oh,
Yeah, but
That
what,
Yeah,
what
no,
did
I
be
you
was just with my Browning X bolt.
Barrett with the Barrett.
No, Kissy Cat. What did you use to? What would you use to shoot it in what range?
something big enough to kill the damn thing. I'm sure.
I mean,
Hey,
it
Grumple,
was,
I bet she used a rifle.
it was a rifle.
I mean, no,
Well,
I know a
I've
dude that was like bow
I've
hunting bears, and
I've actually killed a bear with a bow.
Nah,
Killed a bear with a bow.
that ain't impossible. What are you talking about?
No, I've
Oh, it
killed a
is.
bear with a bow.
Ah, come on.
No, EOD. That's exactly what I was just saying. Is I got a buddy that like bow hunts bears and taxidermies them. They're so far they've all been black bears though.
Well, I wasn't intentionally hunting bears when I shot it with a bow. But I inadvertently became a bear hunter that day.
I wonder how many animals I killed dropping bombs on the range.
Very many.
Probably a
Very
lot.
many.
You know.
I've been on
You
some of
Don't
those
go
things
there much
after.
because of the instant death that happens just randomly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I got a few simplifies in the chat when I told everybody there were 3 Marines in here. So simplify.
Or yet kill, etc., and so on and so
Yeah,
forth.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. I got
Oh,
actually I got your chat up too, EOD. I don't see that. Wait,
Why are you
on your
looking at
thing, on it.
EOD's chat? He doesn't even look at his own chat.
I'm looking at my
because
chat now.
I-
Damn it.
I lurk as many other creators as I possibly can.
Same. I have like 16 windows open.
I'm watching both the chats. Y'all quit giving me shit.
Wait, not your on your YouTube.
Yeah, on my
Oh.
Fuck
YouTube.
you, dude.
Was Achilles gave a simplify and Ashton was like, I don't even he said he votes blue, but I don't believe him. But he also said thank you for
Why,
your
you racist?
service. Well, because I've heard him talk and he's not a Democrat, but
I think
I'll
he
be
was
back,
saying
guys.
that he
I gotta-
votes blue crayon. He votes blue crayon.
perhaps that's it. Yeah.
See, and this is why purple's the best. It combines both.
Gay, get the fuck out of here, fly boy.
The only reason I say green is because there was never any left when I got back. So
Oh,
y'all ate all the good colors, so all I could have is green. I mean, there was some dirt in the corner eating the yellow still, though. So
bless your heart, Abe.
Shit fire, y'all.
EOD, I don't even see you live on YouTube. What's going on?
Oh, it probably made it unlisted. Every time I go live, it makes it unlisted. I swear.
So
No, it's public.
why are you gay?
It says it's public. I didn't do it. YouTube does it to me.
doesn't show up in my thing.
And you
DM
like
me
it when
the
you
link of the
do.
video of your current live thing.
It says it's public. Maybe it's lying to me. I should refresh
Yeah, I
this
mean
page.
it doesn't show up for me. Just
All right.
FYI, but DM it to me,
Okay.
fun times.
dummy. DM it, dummy.
I fucking hate
Nerd.
YouTube sometimes, man. I really do. There you go.
I hate everybody and
Sometimes
everything.
pain in the
That's
ass.
the wrong fucking thumbnail. That's probably why they took it off fucking public, because I have the wrong thumbnail.
Mm.
That's the thumbnail from earlier.
Oh, you used Mad Max.
That's the wrong thumbnail. I said that.
Well, go into your studio and change it real
Wait.
quick.
How many thumbs do you have?
Well, a lot. You know?
A lot.
Yeah.
Many thumbs. Many thumbs.
4. I have 4 thumbs.
There you go. Now you're gay. Remember to, on all the platforms, wherever you're seeing this, within the sound of my voice, remember to slap the life out of that like button and hit the subscribe
Yes.
if you
yes,
haven't yet.
Yes. Please do.
Nerds. I'm not live,
Well-
but go ahead and do that for everybody here. Wherever you can hear my voice.
I didn't even want to go live. Fucking Rob was like, "Are we gonna raid EOD tonight?" I'm like, "Nah, brother. I'm gonna go to bed, man. Let's raid only Mr. Bill." We raided only Mr. Bill. I go in there and start talking to him. Then his internet fucking kills out, and like I'm stuck in his StreamYard without him. And I'm like, I have the stream, I guess. And so
Mm.
he tried to raid me, and that didn't really work. Here I am.
Oh well. You know. Well, and Mr. Abil also was going for a little bit, but it, like
5 minutes.
it
Mr.
kinda
Bill was
weird
on-
looking.
Was on Tomato for a bit.
Yeah, he was fine earlier tonight. It's just his ISP went through scheduled maintenance, and he didn't know about it, so shit got cut off.
Your mom had scheduled maintenance.
Oh, look out now. She had to have the oil checked, didn't she?
No,
All right, hey y'all, I've got to go. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
no,
Bye.
no, you,
Be good,
Nice
Jack.
to meet you, Twisted. See you guys
You
later.
do?
see you, Oxycat.
no, kissy cat, no.
Rage quit.
Yeah, she totally rage quit. Totally rage quit. What a bitch. I can't believe she just walked out on us like that.
Scared her away. My bad.
I'm kidding.
Jeez.
Way to go, Grumple.
It's all your fault.
At it again.
Grumple, post your channel on the private chat so I can
Yes, who's back?
follow you.
Grumple?
What's up?
No.
What's up?
You have been very silent, Emmett. How are you doing tonight?
I was like muted and I couldn't hear you guys at the beginning, and then I just let you guys talk. We were having a good conversation about cars, which I know nothing about because my eyes suck and I can't drive them anyway. So yeah.
Well, you know, we all have
Yeah.
flaws.
It would help if you could drive them.
Yeah, I know. My interest would probably peak if I was like, oh, I can drive that car. But yeah, post your channel. I don't know your channel. I've never seen your channel.
I'm trying to find it.
I appreciate that if you want to, but
You don't make yourself very easy to find, Grumple.
True.
yeah, that's intentional.
It's,
That's how it works. So what a
That's
wild
just the-
time we are living in, boys.
Mm.
Yep.
What a wild time we're living in.
You posted in the chat. I
maybe
should
next time
fucking do that.
they say that you don't have proper training in astrophysics or whatever, you say that you have a friend, and since you have a friend, you have formal training. That's how it works.
That's how it works. That's right. I could just
how it
appeal. I could appeal the authority of my buddy.
Authority. That's right. Feel the authority.
Then I'm just putting it all on Twisted's shit. Like Twisted told me that I could nuke my neighbor and it wouldn't hurt anybody. I swear.
It would be fine.
Just have
I
a
mean, we
Well,
can
dude.
try it and find out.
It was just a small nuke of
There's
$1 million.
nothing like empirical evidence.
there won't be much left. So.
It's true.
Look. Have you ever seen molten sand? It's really pretty.
Oh, it is. It is indeed.
Oh, apparently
Also played
tomorrow night
Stellar Blade. So
What are you
the
doing?
horseradish is gonna pick my brain on the riots.
Who is? Who's that?
The horseradish on Twitch. I think he's only on Twitch.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Uh,
How do you feel about that?
Well, he said he was inviting a bunch of people, but like a bunch of other like veterans, and he has no time for like civilians that are going to weigh in on it. Specifically about the topic is how veterans and or active military feel about military being deployed to the riot situation.
I will say that someone I know near the area was telling me about bricks being thrown in and through the VA hospital there, injuring already bedridden veterans the other day.
I saw the National Guard out front of the VA hospital in LA today. I was happy to see that.
Yeah.
This afternoon.
So I put the important links in the back chat. Not all of them, but the important ones.
I appreciate it.
I'm perfectly fine with National Guard. I have a little bit of a problem with them sending in the Marine Corps at this point.
No, well,
It's not. It hasn't
Twisted.
gotten to that level yet.
The mission for the Marines there is to protect federal property and agents, which defending federal agents is a little bit vague.
Yeah,
also.
it's
That's apparently what the mission is.
like I said, I'm good with the National Guard, but I don't think we've gotten to the point where we need to put Marines in.
Well, I mean, you're going to increase the birth rate in California, Stan.
True, but they're already in California, Stan.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
They're
yeah.
coming from Pendleton.
Dude, yeah, they're
so-
they're coming from 29 Palms.
Oh,
Did
are
you not-
they? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought they
Oh,
were coming from
yeah.
Pendleton.
Ooh,
Oh,
They
they're
got
coming
desert
from
goggles
29
on too,
Palms,
dude.
then there's going to be like a massive increase in pregnancies.
yeah.
Yeah, in 9
Yeah.
months there's going to be like a massive population surge in California, Stan.
Yep.
They got desert goggles on, bro.
Holy. Okay.
It's gonna be-
Oh,
it's a thing.
I didn't know they were coming. Well,
Yeah,
that can be
apparently
fun.
they're coming from 29 Palms, which like they
y'all
should have
gonna be
arrived.
like,
already.
yep, we can deport all the Latinos, but we're keeping the Latinas for ourselves, okay?
Just, there's That's such a legit statement. It's not even funny,
Oh,
and I don't
sorry.
think people realize.
Go ahead, go
Oh
ahead.
man,
I have the pass because my girlfriend's half Latina, so
that's
I can
funny.
make Latina jokes. I'm allowed.
Like I can give you the pass or not. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I know, but I already have it, so
That's pretty funny.
you can give it to somebody else if they need it.
Dan,
Hey, how are
Yeah.
you?
Oh,
Dan.
Norwegian Dan, the most polite panelist ever. Good evening,
Yes.
sir. Good morning,
Good
whatever
evening,
it
good
is.
evening. It's morning here in Norway, but I just missed my friends and thought I'd hang out a little.
You're in Norway now?
Yeah.
Aren't you in New York?
No, he's not in Norway. That's why he's called Norwegian Dan.
No,
No,
he was in.
I think
he was,
he's
I
in
was-
Zimbabwe.
okay, I'm sorry.
It's Rhodesia. Please don't
Good
disrespect
to
the
meet you,
history
Twisted.
of
How
that
are you?
region.
I heard a little
I'm good.
about
Right.
your hunting twisters and stuff, and that was really cool to hear about.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness
yeah.
sakes.
Yep.
Do you stream that stuff? Or
Not really, because my chase team has a contract with a media marketing company that sells our footage to news agencies and documentary filmmakers and that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to get a feel out for how much I can stream without violating the contract.
sure. Makes
Okay.
sense. That must be a rush.
It is.
Out
It
there,
is.
man.
I've got the full rig to stream in my truck. I just haven't, like I said, I'm worried about violating contracts and stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, I've done it for about 20 years. Just did it as a hobby, and then when I retired from the military, I started doing it full time. Well, started
Been in
getting
any-
into doing it full time.
What's
Past
the most-
2-3 years.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask, what's the most scary situation you've been in? Have you ever thought that this is it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before I had my armored truck, getting overran by a tornado will pucker your asshole real quick.
Yeah.
But the worst one that I ever saw was 2011 Joplin EF5. I chased that one right into the city. I'll just say after seeing that was when I got trauma and first aid training and started carrying a trauma kit in my chase truck because
Right.
it wasn't pretty.
and you're still at it.
Yep.
You didn't stop.
No, I didn't. I love it. I really do.
Yeah, we don't
But-
have anything close to tornadoes in Norway at all. So
No
I've
shit.
always been fascinating about the weather over in America.
Yeah, it's wild. I do tornadoes and hurricanes, so I chase hurricane season as well.
Yeah, Emmett mentioned that I was in New York, and I was a couple of months ago. I was there for a month. I was there during Sandy, I think it was called, in 2011. That's the closest I've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
come to anything like that.
Mm.
So
You see, I knew he was in New York at some point.
yes,
Yeah, I just had to be a smartass, It's in my nature. I can't help it.
it's all,
Yeah.
I think we all jive with that nature. We're all good natured like that. Yeah.
We're all good natured like that.
Yeah.
I went through the area right after Katrina. That's right when I was in that area, and holy smokes, they had like complete lockdowns all over the place, like martial law craziness going on.
Yeah, I spent 2 years down in Biloxi after Katrina. It was probably 3 or 4 years after Katrina. What year was Katrina? I was out there in 2010, 2009, 2010.
2005, I think.
Yeah.
Katrina was 2005 or 2006. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it had been 4 or 5 years, and there were still communities along the Gulf Coast that had been leveled and just not rebuilt. Like Pass Christian in Mississippi never did get the attention that fucking New Orleans did,
Mississippi.
Yeah, I think
I believe that's what I
I
said.
think the worst area, and obviously I wasn't everywhere, but the worst area that I drove through during the time was in Tennessee. There was some crazy lockdowns going on in the state, so couldn't even get off the interstate because some of the towns were locked down, and they told us if we went down off the exits, we weren't going to be able to get back on the interstate to get out. So
Oh shit.
Yeah, there were that happened with Helene recently.
Helene was way more
Wild.
recently.
Helene was wild. Because after Chase Helene, I wound up doing flying some search and rescue stuff and doing some supply drops.
Yeah,
Yeah, I heard about
it's real rough for people in the Appalachians, people in Tennessee, people in North Carolina. North Carolina just got hit with a hurricane not too long ago. They still
Attack on
devastated
Ivy.
from that. Yeah,
Yeah, that was Helene. That's what I was talking about.
not bad. Yeah,
Helene hit Western North Carolina, East Tennessee.
I heard Glenn Beck of Blaze TV. He had like his 50 private helicopters or something with Mercury going out there because FEMA was nowhere to be found, and the few people who did show up on FEMA, they from what I heard, didn't do a good job. What do you think about that, Twister? Did you have any interactions with FEMA or?
FEMA was doing the best it could with the resources it was given. I'm not a fan of, I'm a conservative. I'm not a fan of big government, but certain things should be funded heavily.
That was the
He
plan
thinks
from the
Purple
beginning, right?
Crayon should be funded.
FEMA, DOD, National Weather Service, FAA, these kind of things that actually do real things to keep people safe and help them in case something out of their control happens, right? Those are the things we should be funding, not how to turn frogs gay and
that and there should be stringent
was Alex
oversight on those
Jones, wasn't it?
programs so it doesn't get misspent.
The FCC
Misallocated.
needs funding. It needs to still be a thing, but not doing what they're doing currently.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And the same is
because-
true with FEMA and others.
I don't know about
Yeah,
the
they
No,
FAA. I'm
destroyed
talking about
FEMA.
the FAA.
Yeah.
It's like the FCC, Part 15, where hey, this device cannot cause interference and must accept any interference.
No,
That
I don't know anything about that crap.
That's Part 15 of the FCC regulate. No, dude, that's no Twisted. No, that's like random comm guy, bullshit coming into the chat.
Yeah, but we when it comes to FEMA, I mean, they are told to stop private. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I understood that they were stopping private help.
Yes and no. And the reason I say yes and no is
Because you're gay.
yes, they were stopping private, but they weren't just stopping private. They were taking private and saying, you got to stop and go through this channel to proceed. They weren't just saying stop. The issue is in a situation like that with disaster response, you need coordination. You need to work with your incident commander and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You can't just have 500 randos showing up doing random shit that you are not coordinating with other teams. You're going to wind up with people that get hurt. You're going to wind up putting more resources trying to rescue the rescuers. You have to coordinate everything. It may seem cold-hearted that it's going to take a little longer to get to the people that need help. Absolutely. It's going to take a little longer to get to them. But the end result is better than just letting people randomly try to help.
I'll say this, Twisted. I think particularly in North Carolina, Tennessee with Helene, it was a lot of coordination by local folks on the ground, sheriff's departments, local emergency responders, that kind of thing. And they were doing a really good job of coordinating with, the yokels and whatever resources they had, and mules or horses or, four-wheelers, whatever. and that community coming together did a lot that FEMA couldn't do in that particular situation. I think that was a good thing.
Yeah, and I would fault the incident commander for not doing good resource management in utilizing those contacts instead of just trying to be the boss.
A lot of times the problem is interagency communication. It's local folks talking to federal folks, and that a lot gets lost in translation.
That's a big deal too.
Bad linkage.
I'm pretty sure that I got into it with Rob Noor, and a guy from FEMA called in and he said that it was a shit show, and they were actually like denying certain aid to come, and it was not great.
They weren't, like I said, they weren't denying aid overall. What they were doing is denying people from acting independently without coordinating with FEMA. So if you were just flying a helicopter in to pull people off the side of the mountain, they were going to stop you from doing that and make you coordinate with the aerial incident commander. And the reason for that is you have a lot of airspace conflict. You have conflict, like I said, the biggest thing is airspace conflict from that aspect. You had National Guard operating, you had FEMA, you had all these other agencies working the area, and then you throw some rando guy that just got his fucking rotary license 2 weeks ago that doesn't know shit about off-airport operations, trying to land on the side of a mountain to pick people up.
That's bad. Yeah.
He's going to eat shit.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad.
So that's the whole thing. It wasn't denying.
We have a lot of different situations, I'm sure, and sort of a fog of war situation too.
For
I'm
sure.
sure there are different.
Wait, can we pause for a moment? Who's chopping something?
It's K2.
Stop that.
K2, you got background noise, brother.
Oh, I got.
Oh,
That's probably my
K2.
blinker.
Sounds like
That's probably my blinker.
Turn it off.
You don't need those.
Back on the highway.
stop
Damn,
turning.
it's BMW drivers.
K2,
You don't need those.
Don't listen to the BMW driver. Leave that alone, okay?
I know.
Seriously.
Dude, that thing was fucking squished like a bug. It fell
Oh shit!
in front of me.
What's up, Speakeasy?
Hey,
What's up,
Speakeasy.
everyone? How you guys doing?
Good.
Living a dream, nerd.
What's up?
Hey, Speak, how
Doing
you doing?
How you handling?
Well,
Living the dream.
I think part of what Emmett was trying to get at Twisted was that people were trying to like bring in resources, water, food, that kind of thing, and FEMA was stopping them from doing that kind of shit. I get what you're saying about controlling the air traffic. That makes a lot of sense, but
coordinated because they're trying to get this food and stuff out to individual people instead of passing it through the channel so it can get properly distributed, and so that the people that are trying to take it in, the randoms, don't get themselves hurt or killed.
or
And then
stampede.
you have
Yeah.
to rescue the rescuers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It becomes a real problem. So
I don't know. I feel like
there's a reason for it.
I get the reasoning, but I feel like in certain situations such as passing out water bottles, shit like that, that's not. I don't know. FEMA doesn't need to try to control that kind of shit. You know. I don't know.
Or
Yeah,
you all remember the story about the one guy, the one
people
civilian
going into the damage zone.
we
They
twisted.
don't have training in how to deal with that kind of environment. They're going to get themselves hurt, and now you've got to pull your resources that are trained in that to save them and the people. You're increasing the number of casualties and resources.
Twisted. Do you remember? I think it was in Helene, or it was somewhere just recently in the last couple of years. I know you know what I'm talking about. Where this dude had a 2-seater rotary, and
Mhm.
he went up and took. I forget if it was the husband or the wife, and like, hey, my son will get out and wait, and like I'll get out and I'll start ferrying you down. And after the first trip down, where one spouse out of the matrimony couple was now let off, and then the local fire department said, no, you can't go back up.
That's because he didn't coordinate with the local aerial incident commander. He was creating air traffic hazard. There were a lot of other helicopters operating in the area.
I totally fucking get that too, especially if it's not in a well-controlled area. It's easy for helicopters to cross paths and tragedy.
And not only that, but
The
who knows
rotary
what
wings,
kind
they
of
want to
flight
destroy themselves
experience he
anyway.
had. Who knows what kind of flight experience he had? Did he have experience in off-field operations, rough field operations, soft field operate, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on. You have to verify those credentials before you can just let somebody just do whatever they want.
I guarantee he went back up to get his kid again, though. Just,
I don't know. That sounded a lot like.
I think they finally let him go get his kid, and then he had to get out of there.
Yeah. Speak. Welcome onto the panel. Just FYI, there's 3 Marines on the panel currently. Just be aware.
And
I don't think he cares that much.
I was gonna say, like, why is that important?
No, it wasn't. Not that it's all important. Just FYI.
I'm an Air Force veteran, Grumple. You forgot to mention that.
just so you know, Grumple, a lot of the people on the panel probably have dicks. Just so you know.
You think so? That's super weird.
I don't think he's aware. I don't think he's aware.
Wait,
Everybody sending pictures to confirm. Send EOD pictures to confirm.
Yeah,
Sending EOD
everybody who has a
pictures.
penis, you got to send all those pictures to Speakeasy so he can confirm.
Oh
okay?
my gosh.
Oh shit, fire.
You're a lord.
Oh, you're saying that because listen, I have a general. He's saying that part because I have a rule of thumb. Okay,
What's that?
I don't thank any random people on the internet for their service unless I'm sure they did some service, because I'm not going to be the idiot thanking the grifter for his non-service. Right? I'm not going to feed into those idiots. Right? You know, there's a lot of stolen valor on the internet. And I've made the mistake. I made the mistake of thanking somebody for their service that was later proven to be stolen valor. So I'll never do that again.
But to be honest, I think a lot of us fucking roll our eyes whenever somebody says that anyway. You know.
Yeah.
But,
And most of the veterans on this particular panel like have known each other for a lot of years.
That's true. Me, Grumple, and Twisted certainly have.
There's a Vietnam veteran with a pickup truck that says Vietnam veteran. I'll forgive Jane Fonda when the small hats forgive a certain mustache guy.
Wow.
That's a funny fucking thing, dude. Like what?
Oh my goodness.
What's the context on that? Like,
I think that's enough context. That's enough context.
Let's all discuss.
I don't want to get any more details.
Let's.
He was the semen sample collector.
God damn it, Twisted! I did not collect semen. I worked in the medical laboratory in the Air Force. I did not collect semen samples. Okay. However, I did have to look at spooge. It came to me in a cup. I did not collect it. It came in a cup, and I looked at it, and that was it.
Exactly. They came in a cup.
I hate you so much. I really do.
Now,
collected
now
the
if you
cup.
ever run
I mean, it's
Speakeasy,
the lady doth protest too
or
much.
I got a nickname to change for panels. Name changes for you now, EOD.
Oh, no, fuck you, gay too. You're still gonna be gay too, no matter what you do.
Hey.
Oh, so it's like Korean now. Okay, that works.
It's Korean.
Oh my gosh. That's
Yeah,
funny.
well, K and G.
We're both getting kicked off of YouTube tonight, Abe. I'm telling
How
you.
long do you think until we see Roof Koreans again?
Oh, how long until we see Roof Koreans? Roof Koreans need to come back, y'all, for sure.
When do you think the Roof
I
Koreans
think
will come back out?
They're already out. I mean,
I'm hoping.
Unless somebody proves me out.
I have not seen a Korean restaurant get raided yet. That's true.
Wow. No, but all the.
Oh no, I've seen a sushi restaurant.
That's.
I mean, they're working their way there.
Yeah,
they're
that's
working
not
their way to
Korean.
Koreatown.
They're
They
getting
showed a
there.
lot of
I know. I said they're
looting, for
working.
sure.
They're working their way to
Okay.
Koreatown.
It
Yeah.
takes a while. to get breaks.
What the
Especially if they try swimming.
I think they learned their lesson from the LA riots. I don't think they're going to go to Koreatown.
Probably
No,
not.
they don't want that. They really don't. They're gonna stay.
They don't
where
want
they
that
can get
smoke.
away with stuff. So okay, so earlier, Twisted, you said that you don't think that now is the time to send the Marines.
Correct.
And what would be? I guess what would be the factor
Time.
that you would
well,
believe
no,
would be
not
right?
time. It would be
Send the Marines
when-
where?
Everywhere. No, I'm just kidding.
It would be when and if the local law enforcement and the National Guard combined cannot handle what's going on.
LA speakeasy. That's what we're talking.
See LA riots
figured about that
90
part.
what 92. Okay.
Right,
That
right.
kind of scenario.
Okay, so what should we do instead?
Is it just a scare tactic? Is it just a scare tactic? They're
What do you
already
mean, what
pulling the
should we
cards so
do
that they try
instead?
to.
What should we do? Well, I mean, if we're going to hold off on active military action, what should we do instead? Like, obviously, the situations. Do you feel the situation's under control or out of control?
I feel like it's relatively under control. The reason I say that is you're not seeing a lot of, I mean, you're seeing some, but like the looting and all that shit is very limited. The violence is very limited. Now, do I think that's going to change come especially Saturday? Yeah, I think
Curfews.
that Saturday is going to be a shit show.
What do you mean by it's very
gonna get
limited?
It's not widespread. See, you know, if you reference back to the Rodney King riots, it was a much different situation than what you're seeing in LA today. Right. So have the guard, have LAPD continue
wait.
what they're doing, guard on
Twisted, wait.
standby if things get worse, if things escalate to what we were
Right.
seeing in the 92 Rodney King riots, then you have to look at
Twisted, wait.
Insurrection
K2,
Act and
K2, you turn left or right?
But wasn't so with the Rodney King riots, right? Wasn't the whole point is that the law enforcement couldn't handle it, so they needed to do this, right?
Yes.
And that's what we're seeing now. They can't. The law enforcement couldn't handle it, so was it not necessary for Trump to deploy the National
Not
Guard
the
and
military.
Marines?
The
Law
guard,
enforcement
yes,
couldn't handle when
100%.
Vancouver lost to
I'm behind
Boston
the
in the Stanley Cup Finals in 2013
Grumple.
either.
Chill. He asked me a
If I
question.
could,
Yes, I am 100%.
if I could, I think the question's
I'm
way much simpler.
100%. I am
Cars burned in Vancouver
100%.
that night.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. I think the question.
Grumple,
I can't hear.
Grumple, and old mate. Hold on.
No, you hold on.
One at a
No,
time.
you
One at
hold
a
on.
time.
But not
Okay.
not
Okay, then I'll go.
active duty
One at a time.
military at this point in time. National Guard, yes, 100%. When the National Guard becomes overwhelmed, that's when you step in with active duty. It's an escalation of force.
I get that. That makes sense.
Minus Posse Comitatus.
Okay, so my question is like let's break it down to its simplest form. There are people in America who want to overthrow everything good, and you have to bring in the military to clean that shit up, right?
So you're Australian. You don't entirely understand the perspective that we're coming from here. But there's
You gotta calm that shit
Oh, I
down.
think I do.
there's
I think I
posse
do
there's posse comitatus, and there's several things that are stopping us from doing that.
This is the weirdest thing. America should know already that you are center stage, right? America is center stage. For you to say,
Yes.
"Oh, you're in Australia," you can't really know. That's not really.
What I'm saying is that there's several pieces of
Everybody.
there's several.
People know. I bet you he knows more about America and what's going on in their politics than he does Australia.
Perhaps.
He's pulling that move. He's pulling that move where you say, "I can't have an opinion."
I'm not telling you that you can't have an opinion.
Shut up for a second so I can finish my fucking
Well,
statement.
you're straw manning me.
I'm not strawing man you at all. What you're saying is I can't have an opinion.
That's not what
about
I'm saying.
American politics. Yeah, that's literally what you said.
That's not what I said.
No, he didn't say you can't have opinion. He's just saying you wouldn't know as much. But
specifically, what I'm trying to bring up, if I could, and specifically what I'm trying to bring up is posse comitatus. That's a measure that prevents the.
I brought up posse comitatus.
I know. I'm highlighting that. So I'm saying this is
comitatus. I'm sorry.
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. Is this is something you're probably not familiar with? So I would like to.
Well, please explain to me. Yes, please do.
Grumple. Grumple, go ahead.
Okay, Grumple.
So
Explain.
the U.S. military can't be deployed on U.S. soil for certain things, like a lot of things, except for the Marine Corps, which can be deployed anywhere at the president's discretion for 72 hours.
Yeah.
Right. So the Marine Corps. So the Marine Corps. So the Marine. Yeah. So the Marine Corps is part of the. So the Marine Corps is part of the military.
Yes.
And they can be deployed. So your first statement was incorrect.
No, just that's literally no. That's why the Marine Corps, like the Marine Corps band, is called the President's Own. Like the Marine Corps is at the direction of the president for 72 hours without congressional approval. That's like
right. So the president can. I'm trying to respond. So the president can legally deploy the Marines, part of the military, for 72 hours. Perfect.
Not the rest of the military, just the Marine Corps.
Who are part of the military. So the president can deploy the Marines for 72 hours.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to know. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You still have that escalation of force. So like the local PD can't handle it, send in the guard can't handle it. That's when you do the Marines and or the Insurrection Act and deploy active troops.
So it sounds like you agree with me, right?
Yeah, like they're allowed to be.
The guard hasn't even
deployed.
really been active in it yet. So I'd want to see the guard get more actively involved before deploying active.
They were activated at the same time too. Like
yeah,
it started out at 500 dudes from Twin End Palms, and then it turned into like 700, which I'm not sure if like the additional 200 are from Twin End Palms, or maybe they might be coming from Pendleton. Nobody knows.
As far as I know, they haven't met a lot of resistance yet on the streets of LA. They haven't been overwhelmed, to Twisted's point.
It sounds like the curfew has been really effective too.
Because in my LAPD's enforcing
Grid
it.
says they're protecting federal property. That's what Grid says that they're doing.
That's the
right now,
that's
so
the
they're not
mission of the
really
Marine
out in
Corps
the streets.
currently is to protect federal buildings and agents.
Right.
Which
watch
out
No,
for
the
that
National Guard right now.
No, I meant the
National
the
Guard
guard
too
is
right
doing
now.
that mission as well.
Guard
yes.
can do all kinds of shit.
So I would
The
like
biggest-
if anything is going to happen, I would if it gets worse or LAPD is truly overwhelmed, which they may be at this point. I don't know for sure. Guard should step up, and then if they get overwhelmed, then let the Marines step up.
The weird
There's
thing is
videos of
when the
Marines
Marines involved because of posse comitatus, and you got to be very careful about not violating posse comitatus.
Yeah,
Even though
that's
like
a big
Lincoln did.
no-no in the U.S.
Yeah, just not Abe Dinkus, but Abraham Lincoln.
Is there a valid argument to say let's just clean this shit up? Like, is there a valid argument where do what you got to do and clean this shit up?
No,
Like I used to watch
violate the Constitution, you become
posse
man.
comitatus. You
I'm
can't do
not.
that.
I'm not saying do that. You've got the Marines for 72 hours. Just go in and clean the shit up.
No, you still can't violate people's rights.
And we got to talk about what you mean by clean shit up, okay? Like, if you're going to send Marines in there, people are going to die, right?
Yep.
Well,
Shit's gonna be dead, destroyed, or pregnant.
Well, then don't
Marines
pick a fight. Don't pick a fight with someone bigger than you, right?
Well, part of the problem is the American public has no idea what they're dealing with when they're actually dealing with the United States military.
Yeah.
The U.S. public has no idea what the U.S. military is like in person.
The fact of the matter is, when you start talking about the Marines are not trained for law enforcement aside from some of the MPs and stuff. Marines exist for one purpose. That's
And the MPs are gay. Nobody likes them.
I just want to know what everybody thinks about the panel here. Do you all agree? Would you guys all agree that this is an insurrection?
Twisted. Could you let Twisted finish his statement?
Do we want to? Have we reached the point where we need to turn loose those of
You
us
want to cry too,
who trained for that on the American public?
You
We have
interrupted
not
somebody.
reached that point.
Calm
yet.
down.
Okay, Grumple. Is it
Oh
okay to
no,
talk
somebody
about Grumpo?
somebody
Yeah, no,
got
you're-
interrupted. I can't believe it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no,
It happens.
Grumpo
Okay.
talking
Yeah,
about
we're
people
gonna get-
interrupting
We're
is
gonna
wild
get
to me, but
interrupted.
anyway,
we got team sports. You got 3 Marines on the panel right now. It is team sports.
We got no,
cool,
no,
dude. I don't
no.
give a fuck.
Grumple. We
Yeah,
got
I
I know.
don't
people
care
on the
that
panel.
you were a
People are gonna get
Marine, bro.
interrupted.
Okay.
No, am.
Like the way you go out of your way to always mention it, I fucking don't believe you, right? I'm just gonna say that. So just stop fucking telling me about you were a Marine.
Wait, are
Don't
you?
give a
What,
fuck.
what are you saying right now?
I said it blunt as it can be.
You're stolen
Exactly
valoring
what
me?
I said is what I mean.
I literally have my DD-214 like in arm's reach.
Awesome, bro. Cool for you. Can we move on now?
Do you know what
Get
it? Do you know what a 214
No,
is?
you-
Speakeasy.
You're being pretty gay about it. You speak right now. You gotta calm that shit down. There's 3 Marines on the panel. Like
Oh
and
my god.
a lot of us have just been
Keeps
hanging out
going
for,
on
like,
about
quite a
3
while.
Marines on the panel. At least
Yeah.
one of
Well,
them's
it's been-
retarded. I know
Been
that.
super civil. That's all.
No, it's me. I'm
Yeah.
the retarded one. It's fine.
Yeah, the one that eats crayons on streams. Can we
Yeah.
move on now that everyone knows you're
I
a
made you
Marine?
money, which you never sent me, by the way. You know, no biggie though.
No, you did it for free. Nice try.
No, you said you split the money with me. You took a third off the top, and then you're supposed to
Me?
split the rest. Yeah, you.
This wasn't
slow.
even on my stream.
No,
Why- and
that
I
was
wasn't
slow.
even there. What
That
the
was
fuck?
Apologies.
slow.
No, that's my bad. Nope, that's my bad. That was flow. My bad. 100%. Nope. I take it back. That was slow. 'Cause he never sent me the money on that. My bad.
That I believe.
It was
That I
moving
believe.
So fast for a second, dude.
Oh fuck's sake! Speakeasy. What are you trying to get to, brother? Where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going with this?
Yeah, I was gonna ask everyone on the panel if you think this was if this is what's happening in LA considered an insurrection.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll go no, because like
Well,
we're
the
just trying to
second-
take-
I don't think it's
Well,
reached that
well, the
level.
follow-up question is, if you think it's an insurrection, are you okay with that?
What's an insurrection like?
I
Define
Well,
think
no,
that
that
if
wasn't my-
they,
Kieran, how are you trying to give my follow-up
Kieran.
question? motherfucker?
No, sorry, bro.
let me
I'm trying
ask
to-
this.
What's an
Honest
insurrection?
question, because I
answer.
don't know. Have there been cases of them actually preventing ICE from being able to do their job? Actually preventing it, not
No.
opposing
Well, the
it,
thing,
but
Resisting,
with
but
it
not
burning-
preventing. Yeah, resisting, but
Well,
not
the whole thing
preventing.
with it burning-
prevent it. If they're
Yeah, the
able
whole
to
thing with-
prevent, if they're able to prevent it,
Damn.
that is when it rises to the level of insurrection.
Very
well.
I'm pretty
in my
sure.
opinion.
The
I'm
whole
pretty
In my
sure.
opinion.
scaring them
I'm
off,
pretty.
throwing rocks
I'm-
at them count.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure burning cars and looting and I'm pretty sure that's kind of
That's
preventing.
Not
their
no, that's just
activities.
a riot.
No, they're just some kids
Ah,
watching.
that's-
innocent
It's just a
people watching
riot.
cars burn.
So it's just a riot.
To be
That
to be
I-
clear,
A riot falls
There-
far below the level of
there-
an insurrection.
Yeah, there's actually. a
Oh wait,
distinction
what's their
between-
intentions? What's their intentions of the riot?
Yes.
I don't think that
Stop
matters.
ICE from doing their job.
But
It
but
does.
I gotta
It
say,
does.
I gotta say, my answer to the question
For the
is
definition of insurrection, it definitely matters.
Hold on.
yes, it does, right?
The intentions definitely matter. Yep.
Norwegian Dan, what are you saying?
Yeah, no. Yes, and to piggyback on that, I would say the people who are looting and causing all this mayhem, are they being paid by someone, or is that just BS? Or don't we know?
I don't think
They just hate America. They just hate America.
I think it's possible they are, but I don't think there's
They're
enough
not.
proof. To,
That's a conspiracy theory. They just hate
Yeah,
America.
let's say
You're
There's
very
all these
sure
young
about that,
people.
Kieran. You're very sure about that.
I'm very sure about it. There are all these
Okay.
young people in America waving Palestinian flags and talking about, like, they're all the same. They want to overturn everything good about America. Bring in the fucking bulldozers. Bring in the bulldozers and clean that shit up.
His name is Marvin Heemeyer. Say his name.
I was gonna say
I don't
that.
get the reference.
Killdozer for the win.
Killdozer.
All right,
His name is Marvin Heemeyer.
Abe Dinkus.
Do a tenement.
Just 1 second, Kieran. I'll let you go right after this, okay? Abe, I got another buddy. Might want to join. His name's Wobbly, So Wobbly. So if he comes by,
I
you cool with that?
I can jump down. I can jump down.
No, nobody has to jump down. Nobody has to jump down. We got one more slot at least.
There's the spot.
Oh, I thought it was full. I mean, I'm literally like a mile away from the yard. I got to get off anyway soon. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll vouch for Wobbly
jump.
also.
Yeah, if Wobbly, you want to come up, come on up, brother.
Take care.
Yeah, I the reason I would say this is an insurrection is because of the intentions.
Okay, but Kieran was gonna go. I cut Kieran off. What are you saying, Kieran? Nothing.
I'm saying.
Are these
cut
like
to the
is
chase.
Grumble and EOD like moderating your channel here? Or what's going on, bro?
I'm just in moderator mode, brother. I'm used to this kind of shit.
I mean, we were
No, he's doing a bit of
chatting about random.
He's doing
being
EOD is a mod for
and it
Abe.
just hit this topic. So
EOD's a good bloke. He's doing the co-host thing. He's being a good co-host, right? Which is fair enough.
Yeah,
My
but if you
solution-
remember, Kieran, you cut me off originally with my questioning, and now I
backed off. And I backed not me, him. I'm not
I
saying.
just pointed that out. But go ahead, Kieran.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm fine. I don't want to cut you off.
Well, if we're big dicking it, then Speakeasy's got the biggest dick in the room. So let's go.
No,
That's an interesting thing to say.
I never got to ask the follow-up question, right? That's all I wanted to know is if the ones who consider it an insurrection, right? Because the reason I consider it an insurrection is the intention to overthrow and challenge the government and its laws. So that part right there is what would fit it into insurrection. So I'm wondering if you guys think the ones that said that it is an insurrection, do you think that justifies deploying the military?
If it's just usurping laws, I mean, every right usurps laws, right?
I mean, no.
Right.
What do you mean by every right to usurp
Wait,
law?
EOD, you just said every right usurps laws. That's not.
Yeah. So
riot, not right. Riot.
Yeah, riot. Riot as in rioting, as in being a rioter. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, every riot. Oh.
Yeah, it's
that was-
the Kentucky.
Delay my last.
It's
Never mind.
not. It's riot, not right.
That's correct.
The Kentucky.
I'm a little hard of hearing.
I'm sorry. I've been hanging out with Oxycat. Y'all give me a break, okay? I get some of that Appalachian twang around me. I start demonstrating it my damn self.
We'll start talking about bourbon.
Yeah, I've been doing it. But
bourbon's made in South Dakota.
It is not. Fuck you. That's bullshit.
Why not South
Fuck
Dakota?
that. That's bullshit. Y'all are full of shit. That's bullshit. The only bourbon comes from Kentucky. It's the one bourbon that there is.
Why not South Dakota?
Speakeasy. I don't want to fucking lose your point here. Okay. Every riot usurps the law to one extent or another. You're burning down people's businesses. You're burning down people's homes. You're rioting businesses. You're burning down people's property, their cars. You're breaking windows. This is usurping the law. So every riot usurps the law. I don't think usurping the law is enough to amount to an insurrection.
Well, no, but also overthrowing it, right?
Okay, so that goes to Twist's point.
Wobbly.
Hey, Wobbly, what's up, man?
Hey, hold on a second.
Wobbly, you sexy bitch.
Here.
That goes to Twist's point. They didn't succeed. They tried to stop ICE. They resisted it, but they didn't actually stop ICE from doing what it was supposed to do. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. But the intention to overthrow, that's what I'm saying.
What were they trying to overthrow? Is the question.
Like
that has
if
to
you
be
if you
asked, right?
search up insurrection, this is what's in the definition, right? It adds in the intentions.
But the intention to overthrow what?
The government.
Which government? Like the federal government, state government, local government? What? Because that's I
Well,
think
they
pretty
started.
important.
They started with the state, and then when federal came in, they wanted to do it to them too. They're still there. What do you mean? They're still
Maybe I missed something.
they're still yelling in microphones, talking about we got to ramp up. If they ramp up, what do you mean? What do you think that it's going to happen on Saturday? You think it's going to be all nice and dandy?
I think I missed the beginning of what you were talking about. Maybe.
Got you. So you should probably just sit this one out.
Well, no, but could you state again the beginning
No.
of what you said?
I'm not up for your trolling.
Because
shit,
I-
dude.
No, I'm not trolling.
I don't think he's trolling you, man.
I'm pretty sure I heard it. I just it feels like
I've
you're
had
talking about
enough
something that you shouldn't
experiences
say.
with Grumple to know.
How much experience?
Yeah, he's been around plenty of times.
Speakeasy knows I match energy at this point.
I hope so.
Everybody's experience is exactly what they deserve with me. It's fine.
What do you think, Wobbly? Does a riot rise to the level of insurrection?
And to be fair, I didn't say riots alone, but
a single riot? No. A coordinated riot that's actually part of a larger organization? Yes. And
funded by billionaires.
To this point, yeah, well, I'll get back to that. At this point, it has every indication of being an insurrection because of the plans that are supposed to happen tomorrow on the 14th. As far as funding goes, it has already been exposed that the funding is coming from several left organizations, also from USAID, through Act Blue, and I'm looking for the chart, but because I posted the chart in my stream the other day, and it was, I can't share it with you, can I?
Yeah, there's a thing on the bottom of your screen should say share or present. You click that in the StreamYard half. It should say present on the bottom, and then you should be able to share it.
Okay, let me find the chart. It's a big chart. Well, actually, here's another one. In fact, two different ones. I'm gonna copy image and present an image file. It won't let me do it that way. Is there another way I can do it?
Maybe if you tell Abe what to search up to find it.
Share a screen. Let me find the right screen. And where's my Discord? There it is. Let me make this bigger. So the first one that was exposed was a Coalition for Human Immigrants' Rights. And so far, the funding has come from grants and donations, government contracts of a total of $44 million. There's another one, if I can find it here. It was a big ass chart. It was done by Blaze TV and crap, man. I've got so much crap in this directory now. It's getting out of here. I gotta start sorting it out.
What happens when you start stacking it up, man?
Yeah,
It just goes so deep.
I built my stream board up in a couple of different ways, and
Are you talking about the chart that shows where all these things are happening?
yeah, and there's like 4 columns, right? And there's the base where it's coming from different organizations, and then it shows how it's funneled through NGOs, and then finally into it narrows it down into the major ones, like a CPRA, and this other one, for immigrant rights, and Act Blue, and and then it finally gets to two organizations that funnel out the money and pays all of the protesters that are being paid. The activist types. There was even a post and a web page set up asking for the toughest of the toughest. The guys that can stand up and
Oh, the soy boys with the real fucking gout. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
The
was
dust.
kind of crazy because they and there's plenty of people that are on the that have come up and actually said on X that they're being paid anywhere between $150 to $200 a day. The site that was talking about paying people was guaranteeing anywhere between $5,600 per week to $12,500 per week.
Good
and
Lord.
they were given a phone number to use if they get arrested for this organization to bail them out of jail. So this is a coordinated thing that's going on right now.
And we've seen it before with Kamala Harris bailing people out and then them busting the motherfuckers down to the riot site. And, 20 minutes after they get arrested, boom, they're fucking out of jail. Shit's ridiculous.
Okay, so back to easy question. Is this an insurrection?
What has happened so far doesn't meet the actual threshold of it. But tomorrow, on the 14th, that may change. And I think that's one of the things that the administration right now is just holding back. Yeah, they deployed the National Guard. Yes, they have sent 2-7, the 2nd Battalion, whatever it is, Marines. And they'll send more.
29 Palms. Yeah.
Yeah, out of 29 Palms.
And that was kind of what I was getting
war
at
dogs,
too.
what they're called.
That's kind of where I was going with it too. Is that it's an escalation of force. It hasn't gotten there yet, but it's getting close. And if it becomes widespread on Saturday, that's a different ball game. And I think then it starts to meet that threshold.
It's because to be an insurrection, it has to be against a
Here's the
government,
chart,
and
if
it's
you can
just
see it.
rioting currently, or at least
So a
it was.
conspiracy to commit insurrection wouldn't
Here's
be
the
criteria
chart,
for
if you can
insurrection?
see it. This is how they're doing it. It starts with the Democrat Institute for, Democracy, the National Endowment for Democracy, Board of Trustees of Leland, American Center for International blah, blah, whatever it is, World Wildlife Fund, the Nature Conservancy, and Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles. Then it goes into these NICS group here, the Silicon Valley Community Foundation, Chinese Progressive Association, which Governor Newsom gets quite a bit of money from for his campaign, the Windward Fund, Liberty Hill Foundation, and the Amalgamated Charitable Foundation, Inc. And it finally hits the BVM Capacity Building Institute.
Did you say Chinese?
Chinese Progressive Association.
Wow.
The Chinese are funding this.
Why neocons suck, Twisted.
I knew there was some Russia. What?
It's all the Chinese money.
Some Russian
Abe,
involvement.
Abe, real quick, because I won't be able to present it because I'm already presenting you on my side here. So
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Get lucky when I do that. That link I just sent you in the back. It should be it. Let me make sure.
Speak just
let me
FYI, you got
copy
a big echo reverb going on too. On
It's me. I took my headset off. Sorry.
Oh.
Was that you?
Is it the?
Okay. Let me make sure. I'm gonna send it again just to make sure it was the
Dude,
right one.
sound good now. You're good.
That video?
Sam
It's
Tripoli?
it's like a minute and 45 seconds or something.
Okay. Okay, hold on one sec.
I hate this fucking hair.
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Yeah, just open another tab up with that video in it. Hit the present, and you'll see like when you hit present, it shows like you can see it says share screen or something. You got it? Yeah. Play that quick. Oh, you got to turn the volume on.
I asked
Volume,
Brock
volume.
to
right now with
make this look like it was from Mad Max, and it didn't change anything.
Oh, did you share the Chrome tab?
Yeah. I
Okay.
guess. I don't know why it opened in Chrome. That's weird. Hold on.
No,
Oh,
it should. It should. Because if you don't do that, we won't hear it.
Default to Chrome.
It very briefly had sound while it was playing. It sounded,
Yeah.
it looked like-
Rewind that quick.
Hold on.
Just want to see if it even has sound.
Who's presenting it?
Abe.
Okay.
Abe is.
Okay.
what's coming up
He's
is the
honest Abe though.
Does that have sound?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Here we
good.
go.
we're in the Bolshevik War right now, bro. And right now what's coming up is all the pride stuff is going to be okay. So I had this woman come on my podcast. Her name's Mel K. She goes, I've been talking to some people in the intelligence, and they go, this gay pride stuff is going away. And the next thing you're going to see are immigration riots. This is going to be right around the next election. So hand to God, we do this episode. Next day, Starbucks is like, we're banning all the pride stuff. And now you start seeing these they're putting little breadcrumbs out, man. Little breadcrumbs. Oh, I saw this one thing in Chicago. Oh, yeah, illegal immigrants are upset about where they're staying. And these illegal immigrants who speak no English are holding up perfectly written English signs saying we're tired of how we're being treated. And now you're starting to see this over and over again. Eric, so everyone's always like when all these Republican governors are like sending these immigrants all over the country,
New
everyone's
York.
like, yeah, you're
So
showing those
peaceful.
Democrats. Bro, they're moving assets. I know it sounds crazy, but that is 100 what is percent.
What do you
what
mean
happened.
they're moving assets? What do you mean?
Dude, these guys coming into the country, bro, have you seen them? A lot of them are Chinese, and a lot of them are military
Russian,
age
too.
people. And I'm telling you, they're moving, and this is what's going to be right around 2024 election, immigration. And as listen to this, and you'll start seeing all the little breadcrumbs. I'm telling you, that's what they want you to think.
You're buying it.
Oh, I thought
They're
I was
No, you're the
moving
puppet.
assets, bro.
You're the puppet.
They're moving
What
assets.
do you mean, like military people?
Dude,
man.
study the Bolshevik War. It is happening in
No,
real
it's
time.
not military people. It's
100%.
just protesters,
I just wanted to get
activists.
that out to everybody because I'm trying to warn people. This is what's next.
Yep. It doesn't need to be military assets. That's
That was back in 2023. He told everybody that was coming.
Yep.
Prophetic.
Even Alex Jones predicted.
Still
it
don't think it's an
way back
insurrection?
then, too.
You could go even further back than that.
Yeah.
It's been an
I mean-
insurrection for further back, yeah. It's been in
I mean-
the plans for a long time.
For sure.
Yuri Bezmenov was warning about this, like,
Feels like it's
Yeah.
just a riot.
Back in the 80s, 84, 85, Yuri Bezmenov. Yeah.
Well, we see the riot right now, but I mean, this is
Here's the question that you guys need to answer for Grumple and Marines and the rest of us that try to respect posse comitatus is at what point should the military actually be involved and trying to prevent it from affecting daily life? And y'all are like, send the fucking Marines in now, kill everybody. And we're like, well, what? Wait a minute.
Technically, no.
No,
That's
not
no.
kill everybody,
Run
but
alive.
I think now is the time because what did everyone vote Trump in for? Like that was one of the things he heavily wrote on, and a lot of people
What's-
voted because they wanted this. They wanted the deportations. So yes,
But posse
And
comitatus
now.
is still a thing.
and especially
Be-
with all the shit that just happened with Israel and Iran. Yeah, let's get this moved the fuck out of the way before we have to deal with something else.
I agree
Right?
that it needs dealt with. I would
Literally,
say that
posse
they should
comitatus is still
Look,
a thing.
there's literally two facts that everybody has to face. None of this would have happened if Biden's administration hadn't let 21 million
100%.
illegals into this country.
Yep.
The other thing is, and it's been repeated by several people that I trust, unless unless we get them out and get them out as quickly as we can, they're going to be counted in this census.
Yeah.
California has already passed a law that allows illegals, non-citizens, to count votes in elections.
So they've been doing
If
that
they
for a while.
allow all these people to remain and hit the census, California will see a drastic increase in the number of representatives in the Congress and an increase in electoral votes. And you all know how that's going to turn out, considering what California is.
Yep.
Abe, what do you?
Democrats will become the only body in Congress,
party.
the only body that will ever sit in the president's office again, and it'll get America will be gone. It'll be turned
into
a
communists.
socialist country.
Wobbly's talking about the uniparty
And
combination.
it will,
of overheaded.
it will, unless there's some massive uprising by the common people in this country to fight against it, the Democrats will secure power and stay in power.
Abe's trying to say something. What are you trying to say?
I was
You're
going to say that we have to navigate the fine lines extremely carefully. I understand this needs shut down, and we all agree on that 100%. But there are certain lines that if we cross, we will not. I promise you, we will not come back from.
Because posse comitatus is still a thing.
Let me ask you, if you turn the volume off on all those videos you're watching, what do you see? You see
What
people
videos?
holding flags of other countries, burning and spitting on the American flag, and
Sometimes.
blowing up vehicles fighting the law.
And
If that
speak-
doesn't look like somebody trying to overthrow the government and make it their own country,
Sure.
I don't know what else to tell you.
Speak
Sure,
in
but-
this case, foreign nationals is in a lot of the cases flying their flag. That gets around posse comitatus. If you have a foreign national flying a flag of that foreign country on your soil, that gets around posse comitatus. So
That's
military
not what
can
I
be declared
said.
at that point.
Well, military can
Oh,
be
that's what you
at
brought
that
up.
point.
Oh,
It can.
It's defending the country at that point. It's not against the citizens. If you have a foreign national flying a foreign flag, doing things, that's not that posse comitatus is not in play.
Well,
so yes,
So
the
you
U.S.
would be in
military can be
favor
deployed
of,
against that.
at that point, you would be in favor of sending the military to take care of the
Oh,
insurrection.
it's not about whether I'm in favor of it or not. It's just that becomes an option for the president to do.
Yeah,
because it's defending the
Just
country
take
from
a
a foreign
position.
invader.
Like I'm not trying
Well,
to
no,
trap
it's-
you to anything.
Well,
just
we've been rather ambiguous on this point for the people who aren't native to America and don't understand the Constitution. Posse comitatus prevents the president from deploying active duty military on American soil against American citizens. So if he's deploying the American military against foreign nationals who are waving foreign national flags in protest of the American government, then that's a different thing than deploying it on American citizens who are trying to levy their grievances against the federal government.
Right.
These are
It even
exactly the
says
lines I'm talking about.
there's exceptions when it comes to insurrections and invasions. And you could put this in either category if you wanted.
And that's where just speak. So posse comitatus is in direct conflict with some of the insurrection stuff, unless either the Insurrection Act or like, hey, posse comitatus isn't in play, come into effect. Either one of those, it's a really sticky situation where
You're gonna-
it feels like none of that's in play right now.
You'd have to topple state governments at that point, and then we're looking at huge moves. Like
What if-
Yeah,
what if
and
that's
there's
why I'm
been
saying
videos of
that's why I'm
mayors
saying these
and-
lines are very important.
I don't think
the
California's
leaders
Yeah,
of
but
these-
I don't get this. Like, I don't. Why do you want to wait until something bad happens? Like, aren't
No.
you guys the type of person that, like, if you seen somebody walking up your driveway with a gun in their hand, you'd
They'd
be
die.
okay with
Yep.
blasting them in their
Yep.
nose?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's my point here.
We don't want that shit to be widespread across our country, bro. It's the last thing we want to happen.
Here's the thing, though. You have people actively fighting against the president in California, trying to prevent everything from being taken care of. It's it's pretty damning to
I
watch,
don't-
just to see what's happening in these in California.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is actually a great point. Look at Norwegian Dan, right? From a whole nother side of the pond. Okay. His view on this
Mhm.
is that America's getting taken over. What do you think everyone else thinks? Oh, let's attack America while they're weak. You want to look weak to everyone? What are we doing? No, fix this shit, bro. This is crazy. Dog.
You're talking
This is
about
like a couple. This is like a couple bringing their problems out in public and looking stupid to everyone. This is what it looks like to me. No, man, fix this shit. This is what Barack Obama talked about.
here's
We've all talked
Oh,
about mass deportation for how long?
So, do you want us to suspend the Constitution and the government can walk all over everybody? Doesn't matter who?
No,
They can
not
just
to
do their
walk
house
all over
because-
everybody. It's a
That's-
strictly we're talking about in the case of illegal immigrants.
okay. I want to play this. I want to play this
think
off of your
due
hypothetical
process
there.
Is identifying them, right?
Under
Letting them
no-
know their charges, giving the screening to make sure that they are who you think they are, and if they can prove otherwise, that's their chance.
Okay,
Screening.
you're talking about
If they don't pass the
Under
screening,
no
they get
circumstances
deported.
would I ever be in favor of the Constitution ever being suspended for any reason.
I
To-
just
me and-
shared a screen showing the
I didn't say
proposed sites
Constitution.
for the
I know.
demonstrations tomorrow.
That was my comment. That's what I. Obviously, nobody wants it.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to suspend the Constitution. Also, part of what you guys are talking about is letting a Pandora's box out that you can't put back in a box. Okay, so Speakeasy, to your point, what you're trying to say is that do you want we're like some unhappy couple trying to settle our marital affairs in public. Essentially, what you're saying, violating posse comitatus, deploying the Marine Corps in a situation where they're not entirely warranted, is essentially pulling out a sidearm and ending the life of your loved one in front of the fucking public theater. Okay,
Why do we go?
it's
straight
the
to
last
ending lives? I don't
it's
wanna
the
kill
last
these
fucking
people.
resort, bro. It's not the first resort, it's the last resort. It's the very last thing that we do.
I don't want to kill these people. Though.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Then you don't.
Then don't send the fucking Marines. Exactly.
Then you don't send Marines.
So at one point do you end up with no constitution if this goes on for much longer?
It's not that. It's what we're saying is we need to send in the full brunt of like the National Guard. Go in and sweep it up. They
LAPD, SWAT team,
Marines
yes.
don't do that. That is not
100%.
what we're trained for. We're trained for escalation of force to kill or to move, close, and destroy targets. That's literally what we do.
Yep.
There's not
So you have
training for
something-
subduing, for taking people under
So what
arrest.
can you
That's
do
not.
other than the Marines?
That's not what Marines do.
How how
So-
can you get a hand of the
You mobilize
situation
police,
without that?
you mobilize
I'm sure
all
there are some.
law enforcement. You mobilize the entirety of the National Guard if you must. You would send in all of that and suppress all of it and shut it down.
And that's possible.
There's
Right.
not enough National Guard.
There may not be.
That was
look at-
back
take a
to
look
my
at the
point.
screen
If the
I'm
guard
showing.
becomes overwhelmed, that is when you start looking at military deployments.
There you go.
Seriously,
But
take a
those
look at
steps
the
have to be
screen
taken
that I'm
first.
sharing right now.
Right.
This is the proposed riots for tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm my mind is blown right now that we're talking like the Marines aren't trained for non-lethal force. I don't.
You're
never-
talking to Marines, brother. They're telling you straight up. That's what they're trained for is
You're
lethal
not-
force.
Yeah, so like I just want to hear the Marines repeat those words. I'm not trained for non-lethal force. Go ahead.
It would be judgment.
Exactly.
at
I was
that
never
point.
never trained for non-lethal force.
You were never
not.
trained for non-lethal force?
No,
No.
that's not part of your training. You're not trained to make
Oh.
sure you don't.
Now, MP units, those
Okay.
type of units, yes, absolutely.
They're
100%.
they're police officers.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
MPs
nobody
are
likes
police,
them.
military police.
Civilians don't like them. Marines don't like them. MPs are.
I can only speak from personal experience as a Marine aviator. I was trained to drop warheads on foreheads. Period. As a story.
You were trained to drop warheads on foreheads, so you were just in a
Yes.
control room doing shit?
Control
No, I
room.
was in
This
a
motherfucker.
Well, he was in a
Right, right.
Harrier, dude.
You
He
talk
was in a Harrier doing that.
as a Harrier pilot, yeah.
So that's all you did. You weren't trained in
Yes.
any other thing except that.
I mean, of course I had the simple infantry training that every Marine gets, but other than that, no. Logistics and admin shit as an officer, but not
From the outside.
That's why I say most people don't know what.
Yeah. There's so much to it. There's so many layers to every single branch of the military, bro. It's not just one thing. You can't just blanket Marines with one thing. But man,
Except red crayons.
even the guys who are doing payroll in the commander's fucking office are not trained for non-lethal force. Okay, they're trained to defend their lives at the end of lethal force.
Can I ask a question?
I'm gonna get you something. Don't worry.
There
Like, that's the most craziest thing I've ever. The military doesn't train soldiers. Let me read this right here really quick.
Yeah, that's not Marine Corps.
This is from Marines.mil. Expeditionary operations. Marines teach non-lethal tactics. Weird. They're not taught them, but they can teach them. Amazing.
Are you talking about sending missions?
Is that's crazy? Marine Corps
No,
Space
he's
Camp,
talking
Blaisdell,
about
North Carolina.
Hand-to-hand defense.
Down on the large
You know what
open
happens?
field of you don't want to hear the truth, right?
No, you know what happens? You go
Yeah,
in there,
exactly. See
one
that?
person
See?
falls from it. One person. That's what it takes. One person falls in the wrong way from the wrong person. That's what it takes.
That's what it can take with a cop too. Like this is just a lazy excuse. It went from
It's
we're
a
not
different
trained for
level.
non-lethal
It's a
force.
different level.
Now all of a sudden that I
Okay.
proved you are trained for non-lethal force, all of a sudden now it's
I was never
if
trained
one
on
person
non-lethal
gets
anything.
knocked down the wrong way, these Marines they don't know how to
Except-
handle themselves
This
getting
fucking
knocked
guy,
down,
man.
bro.
I
They're all
swear.
just gonna
Except
start
for-
clapping.
He is hell bent on ruining the fucking mood.
It's 100% no. What Speak is saying is
Hell bent
correct.
on ruining
All
the
Marines
mood
are
because
taught
I
how to choke
disagree
somebody
with
out.
you.
was in
Bullshit.
charge
All
of
Marines are
it.
taught how to execute a blood choke, and that's non-lethal. You're
That's
correct.
true. But you can't blood choke every single person in a huge crowd.
I mean,
that's the point.
You could.
You usually shoot one, and they all.
Maybe we try. You know, no biggie.
That's.
Speakeasy, would you argue that sending in the Marines would not be an escalation of force on the part of the federal government?
If it's needed, no. Why would it be an escalation of force?
If it's needed, it would still be an escalation of force. It is still an escalation of force beyond SWAT teams in the National Guard. Yes.
Do you think them burning cars is not an escalation of force?
That's-
You'd have a higher level of force.
That's
sure.
not. That's okay. Thank you,
You
Speakeasy.
have a higher level of force at play.
That's
That
all I
doesn't
wanted.
have To escalate the force.
Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that escalation of force is only warranted in times of extreme desperation and
If it's
circumstance.
needed, right?
Yes,
So you're equalizing the force.
it could be. However, Twisted Aviator, Grumpelstiltskin, Abe Dinkus, and myself, military members, So Wobbly, a military member, are telling you that we have not reached that level of escalation yet. We don't think that's necessary.
Oh.
And then this is your reaction. It's just, oh my God, why can't we send in the Marines and just fucking kill everybody? Why not?
Because you
Why
guys
not?
are in the military, you guys know best. I get it. That makes sense.
We're trying to tell you that it's gonna be bloody, and we don't want to see that happen on our own
We
streets.
know what'll happen if that happens. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
You know what the reality of it is in the military? You're
No, tell
trained
me,
to
what's the
take
reality?
orders. So if you're told to go onto American
Canadian,
soil,
what-
you're gonna
what-
fucking do
what's-
it, right?
Yeah,
What is the
You're
reality
trained
in the
to-
Marine Corps or
Mm.
any U.S. military? Tell me, Canadian, what is that about?
What?
Wait a minute, are you Canadian?
What did you just say?
Yeah, he's Canadian, right?
They called you Canadian.
Yeah, I'm dual citizen.
Okay,
Yeah, I get to vote too, stupid.
that's fine.
And you're not a military. So you
And I did that shit legally. I didn't come in here illegally. And
Good,
Fuck
good on you. Good on you. I applaud that. Welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate you, Canada. I do.
100%. No, that's cool. But
Half my
in this
family
case,
lives in
you're-
America, bro. Half my family was born here. But
You're
I
just
don't know what
talking
the
out of your
fuck
ass
is.
on this one,
What does it
Steve.
matter?
Sorry.
What does it matter? If I'm
you're
Canadian,
talking out of your ass.
Chinese, Australian, what does it matter?
There's
is
two
a
reasons
beautiful
why it
story.
matters. There's two
We're in
reasons
the
why it matters.
military, and we're American, so we know best. I don't give a fuck.
We understand more about what the military response is going to be than you. Bro.
Oh, really? You do?
Yeah.
Clearly.
Clearly, yeah.
I like it.
Well,
Clearly.
Why don't you explain it instead of just asserting that because you're in the
I've been
military, you
trying.
know that?
Explain posse comitatus and other parts. Like there's
Right, and
literally a
there's
structure that has to
exceptions
function
for
a
it,
certain
isn't
way.
there? Is there exceptions for it? Yes or no?
Sure, but those
Is
exceptions have
insurrections and invasions part of those exceptions?
No, it's not an exception to posse comitatus. It's its own thing.
That's
The
the point.
Insurrection Act is its own thing
We're
also.
trying-
And then also separately, there's 3 different things in play. Is the president can utilize the Marine Corps anywhere for 72 hours without congressional approval. These are 3 separate things that have to be like brought together to
Also,
to
the
resolve.
suspension of habeas corpus.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And there it is.
And Abe Dinkus's namesake was the worst one at it.
Look, I may be the only one in the group here that's actually seen
Been an habeas
combat.
corpus.
No, I have.
Okay, Abe, thank you. I didn't know that.
I think everybody, all the veterans have, except for me,
I really
probably.
wasn't trained for combat. What I was trained for is the disruption of all communications.
I'm just okay.
Period.
So for me,
Everything,
easy.
radar,
It comes down partially to
two-way,
this.
everything. Everything's gone. Smoke.
Yep.
And personally, I think that actually should be done in certain places to cut off the communications of all of these rioters.
I agree with that
whatever you want to
100%.
call them. Just turn it all off. in
There are
America.
intelligent ways to go about this. That's the point. The point is there are better.
I'm
ways
on
to deal with
board
the situation.
for that. Shut down the cell towers where there's
Exactly.
like quote riots happening. That'll make it go away.
Shut down
Or we
everything.
don't need to escalate.
Cordon off.
They can't coordinate.
Control.
They flounder.
But that's the thing. The reason I am standing against heavy military action is exactly what I've seen.
Yeah,
from it.
make all the people that aren't part of the protest pissed off too, so they also want to fight. Good
If
job.
they're not pissed off
You're
already,
real
then
smart military, man. You're real smart.
It's easy.
So dumb.
Yeah.
If
It's
you
easy.
guys started shutting off my power because some retard was blocking off your road, I'd come out and fight you. Are you stupid? Like, what's
Well,
wrong with you? You have
why'd
no
you let it get
training
that
here.
bad? Why'd you let it
Maybe
get
did
that
go to
bad?
the military. You got
In
banged
the
up
United
too much.
States, power is a public
Holy
utility.
fuck,
Communications is
stupid.
not.
Actually, we should just
That's
cut off
different.
everything in the city. Yeah, let's make the
No,
whole city
power is a
mad
public-
instead of just half of
Speak.
them.
Power is
Well,
a public
you
utility.
don't
Communications is
understand.
not.
Because
That's a
it can be
difference.
selective. Cell towers work in a group of 3 towers. If you take one tower out of that group, it automatically switches to another. So you just need to turn off 2 towers. And it's a centralized area where there's no communications via cell phone.
Yeah, that's good. So that
But
when the
the
person's
internet is
business
still
is getting
there,
broken
buddy.
into, they can't
Your
call
private
911 or
internet
nothing. That's a
still
good
works.
idea.
Speak easy,
That's
bro.
a good idea. When businesses are
bro.
getting broken into and chicks are getting
Yeah,
raped,
yeah,
good idea.
still
They
have
can't call
landlines.
911.
Speak, you're kind
Why
of
are we?
spurring a little bit.
We're going
majorly.
pretty
They
hard on
Good
this.
still
idea.
have landlines.
These are really
It
smart
hasn't gone
tactics, guys. I
away.
gotta write these down.
It's easy to sit there and fucking armchair quarterback, brother, but you don't have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And people in here
How do
do.
you know what I've done?
Okay, tell me. What have you done?
I don't need to tell you though.
Okay,
But how
so
do you know?
so then why does
Do you
my
know-
knowing
do you know-
my knowing what you've done and you not willing to
Do you
tell
know
me
anything-
what you've done
do you
are
know
two very
anything about the
conflictory
history
concepts, okay?
Of my 33 years, do you know anything about it?
I could tell you this is I can tell you haven't been in the military.
Oh, that good one, buddy.
Yeah.
Good one. I don't think
it's
you
a
have
very-
either. You look too pussy to be in the military.
No, that's not it. It's simply your ignorance about the situations, right? No, even in the chair we know better than what this guy is fucking espousing over here,
Yeah.
which is to let loose the dogs of war on innocent civilians in the street for the sake of making a political fucking point. I mean,
You don't want that.
You
don't
you
want
guys
Marines against
straw man the
civilians.
fuck of what I'm saying,
No.
and you're literally just projecting now. You guys just recommended shutting off communications in the area.
yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
Now
Yes, I did.
you've shut off communications for all the innocent
Cell
people.
towers.
No,
Yes.
not
Do you
really.
understand
We
that?
have ways of actually shutting down smaller areas. Literally, we have ways.
Is there not going to be people still there? What do you mean? You're acting like there's no innocent people in the areas of these riots happening? How about the stores that are getting broken into? Nobody's there? You're
How
not
about-
worried about the people
Landline.
How
there
about where's the
defending it?
people who own communities at this all rise up. How about that?
Hey,
Why didn't they go out and stop this?
You're roboting a little bit on us, Abe.
Yeah.
Abe and Speak are roboting just a little bit. I mean, just FYI.
Why didn't their own communities rise up and do something? They can lose their cell towers because they didn't do damn thing to stop the riots from the first place.
Cell phones are not a guarantee. Like,
So they're not innocent people? Put the Marines in, motherfucker. You just said.
Cell phone.
You guys can't concede. That's how hard-headed you are. That's how hard-headed you are. That's it. That's why you were trained to take fucking orders. You're not the idea guys. You're not the fucking idea guys. Type that shit down. I'm like, oh, I was in the military, so I know everything.
You're an ideal guy, huh?
You didn't plan
I see.
nothing.
These are some fantastic ideas, bro. I'm getting so elevated in my intellectuality right now. It's amazing.
Speak. Cell phone connectivity is not a human right, and it's okay to shut it off. You're arguing against that. You think it's human right?
Now they deserve to be punished because they didn't stop the riots. It's the most wild shit I ever heard.
Look, here in California,
For them too, then. Fuck it.
here in California, all cell
Dave, you
tower
gotta turn yourself up,
activity
brother,
is
man.
shut off. Everything is switched over to only people with emergency credentials.
Darn right.
Period. And if you're talking about the innocent people, they still have landlines.
Some of them
yeah.
do.
Landlines, yeah, that can't be cut off.
Yeah.
Especially like
Communications
burning
is
shit
not a
down,
right.
knocking shit over. That definitely won't cut off any landlines.
Too much of a
The way you guys think is so it makes no sense to me.
Yes, sir.
You don't want to deploy the military.
I'll see you, Wildy. Thank you for coming by, brother. I appreciate
out
you.
of the area, not kill them, just
Wobbly,
take
good to
them
see you,
out
brother,
of
man.
the area, right?
Been a
You
minute.
don't want to do
Always good.
this, but you want to punish innocent people in the area.
You're making excuses right now. Speak. Why?
What excuses? What excuses for what?
Excuses for leaving on, like in this exact context, leaving on comms, leaving on cell towers. When? Why? Why do you want to do that?
Are you paying attention to the conversation, Grumple?
Yes, I very much am. It feels like you're not.
I just explained to you how stupid it would be to rile up all the innocent people in the area.
I don't get how that is what you said, but and in any case, that doesn't matter.
Oh my God, bless your fucking soul, bro. Bless your soul. That brain of yours doesn't work.
Yeah, my brain doesn't work. That's what's going on here.
I'll say this: is Grumple has some attention issues, but I think his brain is just fucking fine, bro. I tell you this is what doesn't make a lot of sense to me is some of the shit that's coming out of your mouth. You're saying you're gonna rile people up by cutting off their communications and then send in the Marines because they're not innocent. So any way you go, any way you choose, Speakeasy, your rhetoric is leading us to sending in the Marines and killing a bunch of innocent fucking people.
God,
that's the whole fucking problem with your rhetoric, brother. And you're spurging out. You're spurging out so much. You're not listening. You're not listening to anybody else in the chat talk to you. So.
That's no. What do you mean? You're not listening to me because that's not what I said.
No, yeah,
Like, the projection is wild, dude.
Projection.
Like,
nobody's.
You're not even listening to what I said because you didn't repeat what I just said.
I'm gonna try to be fair here. He didn't say that. He said that there were. If you want to go ahead and take away communications, all of the people that are innocent in the area will stop having communications, and they might get riled up. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
Why does that matter though? Like why
well, you have a whole city that's going to stop having communications instead of having a bunch of people that are
no, who said the whole city?
Protesting.
Either
the
way.
whole city might go. That's his argument. Listen.
No, you just turn off the cell towers
Don't
in the area
attack
when
me.
things are
I'm
happening.
just asking. I'm just telling you.
I'm sorry,
his
Emmett, please
argument
continue.
because you're
I didn't interrupt
you're not understanding the argument.
I get it.
The argument
He
is not.
doesn't listen. He's just waiting to talk, dude. And he
Yeah.
complained about interruptions earlier.
No, I get what the argument is, there, man.
Yeah. So I just want to say that because it was not what you said. So if you want to steel man again, that's fine with me. But it's different to what you said.
Yeah, you don't want to deploy the military to stop the illegal immigrants, and you made a suggestion to instead cut off the communications in the area.
Oh no, that's step
I
one, is
said
cut off-
that would
cut off the cell
incite
towers area.
more violence from people who weren't involved.
Okay.
And that's
The
retarded.
people who
I'm sorry.
aren't involved aren't
problem-
going to say, "Oh no, the illegal immigrants getting taken away. I better go fight them." No, the people who are there are going to do that, and
Okay.
they get taken away too if they do anything illegal. Simple. Get
Part
this
of the
shit over
problem
with.
is that
Cutting
All
off
this
communications is
crazy
step one.
shit, man. That's
Mili-
crazy.
military doctrine exists. Like, we have plans and abilities to do things. This is why you would use your National Guard first. You would shut down in targeted ways communication. You would send them in, cordon off areas. You would then arrest and detain those who needed arrested and detained. This could all be done. It's not being done so far. That doesn't mean you send in the heaviest hitters you have right then and there. You instead do the job that needs done without sending in the biggest, heaviest attacks that you can. You don't jump
what would
straight
you
to the
I-
worst.
I was saying step one
Heaviest-
is cut off comms.
Heaviest
that's step
attacks.
one.
That's so wild. Why is it got to be a heavier attack?
Okay, so before you move the goalposts again, Speakeasy.
Go somewhere.
You don't even know what moving the goalpost means. Please.
Before you move the goalpost, Speakeasy, what I will say is that cutting off communications is not going to spark somebody to come out of their house and start shooting people in the face. Okay, that's not happening. My internet goes out. I don't run out of the house and start engaging in people.
Literally in the state
but-
I live in, not long ago.
That's what
there
you're
was a
saying.
Dude locked up in his house because he killed his
Oh,
wife.
literally, this one time, this crazy motherfucker did
wanna-
this shit,
you
and
wanna
suddenly it's a
listen,
good
right? You
argument.
wanna
I got
listen.
you.
All right, you don't want to listen. That's cool. Because you know best. You were in the military, bro.
There was this one time, this one crazy motherfucker lost his mind over losing the internet and
No,
killed some
Speaks
people.
bringing
Is
up
that what
some
you're saying?
really anecdotal thing that happened one time. It's okay. Let's hear the story though.
The fuck? You guys just said I'm in the military. I know best. That's anecdotal. You retard. Are you actually fucking stupid? Are
I
you
don't think
actually
anybody
fucking
claimed-
stupid?
Spit more.
Shut your dumb ass up, Grumple. Shut your dumb ass up, bro.
There's
The
not enough
internet's
spit on your
not
microphone,
for you,
brother.
my guy. The internet's
think
not
anybody
for you.
claimed to know
You're too
better.
stupid.
No, the internet's not for me. That's cool. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's not for you. You're too dumb.
I'm a simple monkey.
You literally using anecdotals and then say, "Yeah, that anecdotal is really cool."
There he is.
but,
There he is.
Yeah,
You're a
no, I
dumbass.
agree with you.
You're a
I am
dumbass.
a dumbass. No, you're right.
Yes,
You're 100%
yes.
right.
Yeah, that's why you took orders,
you
not
would.
gave them.
No, I did.
That's
I
this.
did
That's
both.
this fucking pieces of shit fucking argument right there. You took orders, you don't give them. I'm the ideals guy. Y'all listen to me. Let me spit at you and fucking holler at you and ad hom you every fucking chance I fucking get and call you all fucking retards and call you pieces of shit and say that you're fucking speaking from an anecdotal point of view simply because you have some sort of experience that might be relevant to the idea of actually deploying Marines. Like maybe being in the fucking Marine Corps. You might have some experience in what it means to deploy fucking Marines. I know better than you pieces of shit because I'm an ideal guy. I'm the ideal guy over here. Yeah.
Keep spurging. You don't get to talk down on me because you were in the military, bro. I give no fucks. You look
Nobody's
like
talking
I
down on you.
I swear to God, man.
Say we
Down on
knew
you.
everything.
Speak. Nobody's talking down on you at all. About
No,
that.
you clearly did when you keep telling me, "Oh, you're not American.
we're
you're
saying
not
we
in
have a
the military. You can't talk."
Nobody
about
fucking
it."
said that shit to you, bro.
I'm not talking
that?
down on you.
What is that?
That's,
What is that?
That's hey, here's perspective
Trying
on
to
the thing that you're
discredit
trying to
me,
comment
right?
on.
You're
I mean, not
discrediting what
discredit
I'm
you,
saying
just
because
like,
I'm not
hey,
in the
maybe
military.
think about what you're saying about the specific thing that
Yeah,
we're
you
talking
don't want
about
to
right
answer
now.
what you're doing, right? I love how everybody
I
can
just
fucking
did.
everyone can dish
I
it out,
literally
but you
just
can't take it in, bro. This is the military, bro. You guys were in the
I've-
military.
Wait, have I not
I look
been?
like you want to
have
cry
I,
right now, bro.
have I
For
not
real?
been taking it like just from you from the entire
From
time?
words,
Yeah.
you want to cry. From words.
We-
What's wrong with y'all, bro?
We did use words.
Why are you getting so
We
mad,
explained
dude?
exactly why you couldn't send the
You need to go
Marines
back, bro.
immediately.
It's fucking insane, dude.
It feels super weird that the Marines are the calmest ones on this conversation right now.
Mm-hmm. So calm. This dude
Yeah.
just literally finished fucking yelling till the veins in his forehead were
He's not a
popping.
Marine.
but-
I'm an airman. I'm an airman, Speakeasy. I wasn't a Marine.
Oh,
It's
okay. Sorry.
Abe, me, and Twisted are the Marines on the panel.
Oh, okay.
Wobbly was a Navy veteran too, from Vietnam.
Definitely not been emotional, Grumple.
And
Not at all.
and you sent him
You're not
packing because of your
emotional guy
fucking
at all,
spurgy
man.
fucking horse shit, bro.
I'm not the one spurging, dude.
Bull
Alright.
shit.
You just don't like that I'm not in. I'm not.
Well, you just don't like the fact that I don't respect the fact that you're an ideals guy and we're military guys and we take orders and suddenly we don't fucking know what the fuck we're talking about.
All right, you got a pretty bad situation over there in the U.S. and I kind of
An ideals guy.
Ideas instead,
Fuck this
just
shit.
Everyone just calm down. Come on, man.
Everything was fucking chill, bro, until you showed up, Speakeasy. You just
No,
threw a
alright,
fucking
alright.
turd out in the middle of the fucking room.
Let's
That's
just
bullshit.
please stop it there and let's just get back to the idea talking. I kind of like that better. You guys are, smart people, and I kind of want to hear what you all have to say. So, my 2 cents.
I appreciate that, Norwegian Dan.
I'm just gonna correct you. It was chill until I disagreed with y'all, and you didn't like my disagreements.
Tell us again what that disagreement was.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Go ahead and summarize it. Let's get it in a 10-second bite, real quick.
That what's happening in LA justifies deploying the military.
Yeah, Posse Comitatus says no.
We went through all of this, dude. You just keep
Yeah,
repeating that word.
It literally has a
big
meaning.
We made a
In our
great.
law,
Go ahead, Abe.
well, I'm just saying, like, it's an unbreakable barrier that once broken changes everything in our country. I don't know if you understand that, but it literally changes everything in the country. Every president from then on will be able to use military on the people of the United States if we break Posse Comitatus, period.
Okay, so in every situation is going to be exactly like this. What's going on now? Illegal immigrants
Hasn't happened before.
literally invading the
Hasn't
country.
happened before.
Are you going to answer my question instead of asking?
State your question again.
Speak, you said everything
See?
gonna happen like
Y'all
this.
ain't even listening to me, man. You just
My
fucking
question
hearing
was
the
based
talk,
on what you
dude.
were
This is
asking.
so
It was the whole
frustrating.
I just
Bad
restated
faith,
what.
bro.
Speak,
It's
I was
so bad
restating.
faith, bro.
Speak, I was on your side on this. I was restating what you said and what Abe said. Literally, that's all.
Not you. Not you. I wasn't even talking to you just now. I asked Abe
Yeah,
a
I was
question, and instead of listening to my question, he just went to ask me a question, doesn't even remember what I asked him.
You're assuming that.
He just asked
My
me.
question
oh
was
my
based
God,
in what you
Grumble.
were asking. So
Lord, bro. Sometimes I wonder how you're real, Grumple.
Me too, sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah, me too. I
fuck
wonder how I'm real also.
But I love Grumple. That's the difference.
Hi, everybody. Can I just add some 2 cents because I think some things
Good
are
evening, John Mosman.
being
I would love
missed
to
here.
hear that. Come on.
All right, so let me try this one more time for you.
Hold
One more
on.
time.
Wait,
I,
speak,
I,
you're
When
addressing
is it-
John Mosman.
I just want to respond to some things that's been said. One, the Marines, they do serve multi-functions, right? We would agree with this because obviously they guard embassies, they do a lot of different things. But the main goal and the main purpose of the Marines is to act as a mobile, amphibious, land and air assault attack force. That's their primary role. That's what they were used for at the at the beginning. Also, I want to ask Speakeasy this. It is FBI Handbook 101 that when you're containing a situation, that you cordon off the area, block communications, and any, if possible, if also necessary, power.
Yeah.
So I just want to know what your thoughts on that were.
Crickets.
Speak, you were being asked a question, just FYI.
Oh, we're not getting your audio, brother. If you're
Yeah, you're muted.
well, that's not good.
Yes. No, Speak, you're muted on the panel. You got no audio coming from you.
China. That's who it is.
Oh.
I swear, man. It is the dumbest fucking L take in the world to sit here and try to spur against a bunch of people who fucking know better and have been deployed by the Marine Corps and
All right,
understand the
sorry.
Marine Corps to say that sending the Marines is the best thing that you can fucking do.
We can hear you speak
Okay,
each other.
we got audio from Speak.
I just heard there for the last second as this guy was going off about something there. I didn't get to catch it though.
What do you say,
Mosman, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I said yes, even though the Marines have multi-different facet functions, their primary function is to function as a mobile amphibious land and air assault force. They're the tip of the spear. That's the reason why when they're the first ones to respond. They're known for training for quick response in that regard. Also, so I don't know if that necessarily warrants itself in this situation. It could, but I don't know for sure. But the other thing is I wanted to know, because you were also given some pushback on what some of the things that they were saying. And I know that it is FBI 101 policy that when you're dealing with a situation, whether it be a hostage situation or if it be a situation where you have any kind of domestic terrorism going on, to cordon off the area, block communications, and if need be, take down the power. So I was going to ask you, Speakeasy, what your thoughts on that were.
I think if you have other ways to do it, you shouldn't do that first, right? Obviously. And if you like the situations you're talking about is usually really like isolated away from a lot of people, right? Like this was a problem that just happened in my state recently, right? Where the police cut not only power but water and everything off in this whole block because of a dude that killed his wife and had a bunch of guns in his house. And there was people on the block that wanted to start fighting the police and started getting all riled up because they didn't have water, they didn't have power. So that's what happens. You don't punish innocent people for what one person's doing.
Nobody said water. Also, by the way,
I know that. Oh my god.
No, he's not. But he's adding that
It's
as
like
part
you're
of
not
what-
even listening for the point. You're trying to get little gotchas, and that's your problem.
no, it's not a gotcha.
so
Like
fucking
you
annoying.
added something else onto it, which
You just always gotta
cutting off
talk.
water
Shut
would be a
up.
different thing.
But the biggest problem
Why
is
are you
that
so
you don't
rude,
want to
Speak?
jump to the most extreme situation. That's the thing. Like there are levels to this. If we jump straight to the most severe, it's not in our best interest at all.
I'm
It
not
just,
saying
like-
wait, but like okay, this is where I think we're having a difference here because you're saying most severe. I don't want the Marines to go in there and start fucking popping people. The fuck?
What are you talking about? That's why. That's what they do. That's what they're known for. Have you not
No,
heard
that's
about the
not the
legendary-
only thing they do, is it? You just said that, Mosman.
Right. But I mean, I'm being
Okay,
being
so
a little.
just because they come on, dude, that's so bad faith.
Do your chances? Wait.
Because we have this one role that they're really good
no,
at,
it
and
literally is. You
specialized
mentioned other
in, means they
roles, but
can't
they're all the
participate
same
in
thing.
another role they were trained
Do
in.
you
all
think
the
it's
same
more?
thing.
I know,
you
but
guys aren't even
Trained
listening to me. What's the point of having the conversation if you're not going to listen to my fucking side of it?
I understand what
What's the point?
I understand what
What's
you're
the fucking
saying.
point?
I understand what you're saying, Speakeasy. I'm just
Holy
saying
fuck.
when you said pop off, that made me think of the fact that one of the things the Marines are known for is their snipers and their ability to pop off.
It's in kill people. Yeah, no, I could say that. All right, well, I'll tell you this. You all need to have better respect for the host of the panel right now. That is Abe fucking Dinkus, who is a Marine. By fucking God, who fucking raw. Cheers to Abe, y'all. Like and subscribe to Abe. Y'all come over here and follow Abe. I'm gonna step out, brother. It's been a good time. Thank you for having me, bro. I'm tired of shit, so I'm out.
Good to see you, Yudi.
Have a good night, Yudi.
All right. Y'all take it easy. Oh, I swear, I'm so done. Rob is headed for that fucking panel tomorrow, the Speakeasy, and I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see. Should be interesting. Anyway, y'all definitely head over to Abe Dinkus' channel. I'll link it again. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for being here. If you haven't liked and subscribed yet, please definitely do that. I'll be back again. We got some more Mad Max to do. We got some more Rob raids to handle, apparently. And we got some more, bullshit fucking panels to go and hang out on and have a good time. So cheers, salute. Y'all have a nice night. I'll see you on the next one. Definitely check out Abe Dinkus. I'll leave you with a song. I like to leave the channel with a song of some kind. I haven't taken the time to write any new ones. I need to do that. I say write. I'm not writing these songs. I'm telling Suno what to write. No. I mean, I totally went into my garage with my garage band and we totally wrote this. But this is a great song. It's about the recording industry artists of America, RIAA. Yeah, and how they're so authoritarian with their copyright infringement. But go check out Abe Dinkus. I linked it in the chat. We'll see y'all over there. Have a nice night. Or day, I guess, at this point. Yeah. Good morning.
Chains on the speakers, voices cut down. The art gets buried 6 feet underground. Walls of paper, rules that we can't break. Suits in the shadows steal what we make. They silence the sound, they lock it away. They cage the heart of what we wanna play. So we turn to machines to bring back the fire, to resurrect the songs our souls require. Notes on the wind, but they never land. The gatekeepers hold it tight in their hands. Every chord a threat, every word a sin. We're locked outside, can't ever get in. They silence the sound, they lock it away. They cage the heart of what we wanna play. So we turn to machines to bring back the fire, to resurrect the songs our souls require. They never land. The gatekeepers hold it tight in their hands. Every chord a threat, every word a sin. We're locked outside, can't ever get in. They silence the sound, they lock it away. They cage the heart of what we wanna play. So we turn to machines to bring back the fire, to resurrect the songs our souls require. Synthetic saviors rise in the dark, whispering songs to reignite the spark. We build from code what they can't erase, a digital cry, a new kind of grace. The old gods shiver, they can't control the echo of truth that breaks through the mold. No paper chain, no lawyer's decree can stop the voice that lies.